little bit better in one-on-one situations with both those characters, I have a feeling that he's gonna go Inkling. Yes, and Mango going Inkling, fulfilling the fans' desires and wants.
Wah, 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 wah. Sonic versus the Inkling. Mango as the Inkling. And already we see Sonic, a very fast, speedy character. You're gonna have to be really accurate against him, Vicky.
Yeah, Mango was telling me how he really likes the way that Inkling plays, and he would probably want to play Inkling when it comes to this game. Character has a lot to offer, especially coming from the Splatoon series. You want to keep your eye out for that final smash, so you're gonna see Mango try to go for the killer whale.
Yeah.
And you see the ink cartridge next to the Inkling. You've got to remember, you have to refill that. You can hold shield and B if you want to refill it. All of your ink-based attacks need to use that ink, and so not only are you managing the stage here, Fish, but it's ink management as well, too, if you're Inkling.
For sure. I mean, the ink on the ground might not do too much against a speedy guy like Sonic. And I just gotta say, I love that we're playing on Saffron City. That is amazing that it has come back into this game.
Yeah, Sabrina and her psychic Pokemon getting a great show here with Mango and MKLeo as both Sonic and the Inkling. Don't forget, Smash Balls are on. Oh. And here it comes. Let's go ahead and dial that up here. Sonic trying to get it. Oh, but MKLeo sending the Inkling out of the stage, has a 3-2 stock advantage and a Smash Ball. So, Vicky, it's all about the timing when you use this. And here comes Super Sonic.
Yeah, you don't control it this time around, but MKLeo creating a gigantic wave, preventing Mango from landing, but unfortunately not dealing as much damage as we thought, Jordan.
Yeah.
MKLeo, 3-2 advantage, 75-32. You look at the health, 75 for MKLeo, 37 for Mango, and a nice little up air by MKLeo as he continues to keep the Mango and the Inkling at bay here, Fish.
Yeah, and I think because of how tall this stage is, it's kind of working out for Sonic. You saw MKLeo go on the right side bottom, and not really fearful because he has the huge double jumps and he has the up B as well. But yeah, nice stock for Mango taking it.
As you saw in that moment, actually, he used the up smash and it was able to KO as early as because when Inkling splats people and you have paint on yourself, the ink that sticks makes you take more damage in that instance.
You saw that up smash, pulling out the blaster, the Inkling able to make it 2-2. Now let's see if Mango can make a comeback. Beautiful fair there by MKLeo, trying to keep Mango at bay. The roll dodge into the back throw, sending Mango off the stage. Oh, and the edge guard by the fair. How about that right there, Fish?
Yeah, I mean, he read the jump beautifully and got that backer. He's putting in work right now. I can't say anything negative about MKLeo.
MKLeo, 2-1 stock advantage over Mango. Mango already at 47% damage, and Vicky, it seems like MKLeo doing a terrific job of juggling Mango in this matchup.
He's not letting Mango hang out at all whatsoever on this stage. MKLeo, you can tell he's here to stay in this tournament, even if it means eliminating his own teammate, Vish.
Yeah, I mean, it really feels like even the neutral game is being led by MKLeo. Just the hitboxes he's throwing out, Mango's kind of going into them, or just reading where he's going. And he's getting all these combos, the up airs, stringing the up airs. What can Mango do? Can he bring this back?
Mango at 120, MKLeo at 42. MKLeo looking for one more splat on Mango at this point. You see the jab combo, that's gonna cover Sonic with all sorts of ink. And if you're Mango, you gotta connect on a couple hits at this point. You know that Sonic's gonna take much more damage if you can connect, but no! The forward smash by the ink-covered Sonic will go ahead and allow him to take a victory shower after that as MKLeo advances. And Vicky, as we said, and as Vish pointed out, really MKLeo dominating the neutral game and dominating the aerial game as well, too, against what we saw there in Mango and the Inkling.
Yeah, aside from trying out a different color, he was able to make sure that Mango had a really hard time landing onto the ground and consistently juggled him, Jordan.
Let's take a look at the updated bracket after that matchup and see what's happening here. And you see the couple of victories that we had in the winners round, which means what a matchup we'll have. Zero versus MKLeo here in the next winners matchup. 1v1, both of those fighters able to advance on. So we'll obviously move to the elimination bracket at this point as we get set for our next matchup there. And like we said, different set of rules in the elimination bracket. We now have a 4-player free-for-all. Smash Ball on, items on between Abadango, Plump, Armada, and Mango. So Vish, you look at the rules, the 4-player free-for-all. Where do you begin with strategy in this one?
Well, I see that there's 3 Melee players in the elimination round. I see that the finals have got 2 Smash Brothers for Wii U. Come on, Melee players. I know you have it in you. But as we go into this, I feel like it's going to be interesting because there's more items on as you're talking about, and I feel like that's going to introduce a lot of different kind of entropy into the match. So there's going to be a definite random factor. So I feel like faster characters are going to be a little bit better in this kind of setting, and characters like, I feel like Ganondorf was a good example, or Ike was a really good example, where they're like relatively fast, but they hit super hard in the air, so they can still get the smash ball when they need to. So characters like that are going to really work out well.
And let's look at the character card and see who we might be seeing in this 4-player free-for-all. Smash ball on, items on as well, too. Abadango down to Mewtwo, Plup with Pit, Armada with Kirby, and Mango with Link. And so, really, Vicky, a collection of some light characters, Link being your heaviest one out there.
Yeah, and I'm so happy that we're going to finally be able to see Breath of the Wild, Link Jordan. So it's going to be seeing how Link uses his bow and arrows. We saw that in the Direct earlier. He is able to pick up his own arrows and use double arrows whenever he uses his bow.
Yeah.
Let's get set for this 4-player free-for-all. As a reminder, only one player advances out of this matchup, so a lot on the line here as we continue along in the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018.
Actually, Mewtwo is also a very cool pick because of how much space his tail takes. If you do down tilt or forward tilt, it kind of just hits pretty decently hard. It can combo well, and it takes up a lot of space. So I think Mewtwo is also a really strong pick in this kind of setting.
And Vicky, you look at Mewtwo's tail and Link's sword, and a lot of times you hear some of these competitive players talk about disjointed hitboxes and hitboxes. How do those come into play with these characters? As we see Midna, the assist trophy, make an appearance.
They do a really good job at controlling spacing in general, and look at Abba taking advantage of the healing field right there. He was lingering around it, and it allowed him to heal within the battlefield. So you're going to want to keep your eye out for these items.
Oh, we see the up smash into the air right now, and already Palkia flipping the screen upside down. And this is interesting against human characters. The controls are reversed, and so you might see a lot of these players not move as much at this point here, Vish.
Yeah, they kind of just stood still. Everyone was just like, what is going on here? I don't understand where I am. So everyone just took a little breather.
Oh my goodness, but Plup with that down air spike already trying to be pretty dominant within this free-for-all.
Oh, and we got a smash ball. Kirby using all his jumps to get up there, but no, Mango gets it and misses.
Oh, the ancient arrow.
That's the Mango.
They're great against Guardians, but you gotta connect if you want to make good use of them. You see Abadango, Armada, Mango, all with 3 stocks, but how about Plup here, Vicky? 135, but all 4 stocks available.
He's doing a pretty good job at trying to edge guard Armada, makes it back into the stage. Armada trying to get away from Plup, notices that he's in his line of sight.
Assist trophy on play. Oh, and we have a Nintendo. Oh, that's a good boy. That's a good boy.
Why is it Nintendo in Smash?
You're a good boy. Oh, yeah, you're a good boy. Plup at 135 still. All 4 stocks, but Plup gets sent sailing. Now all 4 fighters at 3 stock. Remember, only 1 advances. Armada trying to edge guard. Oh, Plup with a couple of beautiful aerials there, Vicky.
Double backer into those double stocks, and as you see right there, the Color TV game 15. Everyone knows what game this is, obviously. Assist trophy. Plup is just doing a great job at just edge guarding nearly everyone on this match.
See Mango on the left-hand side of your screen as Link getting back up on the stage, trying to edge guard against Armada. Mewtwo connecting with the Shadow Ball as well, too. A couple of those 3-piece items still up for grabs. Nobody has one in their arsenal at this point. Plup trying to clear things out. Kirby doing a great job of clearing some real estate as well, too. Oh, and here comes Bomberman as an assist trophy.
Oh, no, Bomberman is an assist trophy.
Watch out. Oh! Link able to hang on, but the Shadow Ball connects with Link on the left-hand side of the screen, and Mango down to his final stock here, Fish.
Yeah, that's another great part about Mewtwo. I mean, he's got huge hitboxes, and he can charge up a projectile that also KOs really well. He's pretty good, and he's pretty good in teams in free-for-all, man.
Darkrai putting a few folks to sleep. Link gonna go ahead and put on that jetpack. Nice up air by Plup. Plup sending Mewtwo off to the right-hand side of the screen. Mewtwo able to hang on and grab that ledge.
Yeah.
Plup still trying to clear people out, doing a great job. Has these 3 stocks. However, let's make that 2. And Armada's your leader with 3 stocks at 117.
And the Kyogre. What's gonna happen here? Oh, okay, all right. But yeah, like you're saying, it felt like Abadan or Fluff had the advantage for quite some time, and then Armada kind of just snuck into the lead. There were just some careful play. Now he's staying on the top platform like that so he doesn't get hit, and he gets the smash ball. Armada with some optimal play right now.
Kirby and Armada with the smash ball. 1, 2, 3, couple of combos. Has Link spinning right now, and that's gonna send Mango out of the game at this point. Here's Electrode in the middle of the map, getting ready to explode. Players cautiously keep their space. Up, that's a dud. Hold on, keep an eye out for that though.
Oh, you can.
Oh, but Mewtwo broke up.
Too close!
Friendly fire, and Mewtwo's eliminated by Electrode, and now it's down to Plup and Armada. Both fighters relatively at the same percentage health. Armada as Kirby, Plup as Pit. Only one fighter can advance, and now it shifts to one-on-one, Vicky, and where does your strategy change?
As you can see, Armada was playing extremely patient, sneaking his way up into the lead versus Plup. He was doing a great job at ledge guarding all his opponents, but it seems right here, Armada with the change of momentum, and once again, Kirby Air Ride is gonna make an appearance.
No!
Oh, shit! And he misses! And he misses!
You can't hit what you can't see. Plup able to air dodge, and that's a critical point right there.
That is an amazing air dodge. It felt like Armada was just watching him go every time. He felt like he was just actually waiting for that defensive option, but Plup just delays it even more slightly. And Plup, happy to take center stage, kind of pushing Armada into the left side of the stage. He's doing a little bit of comboing. You see Armada, what he's trying to do is stay underneath Plup and get his up tilt combo started, leading into back air. And a decent amount of percent right now on Plup.
Plup doing a great job of blocking and punishing anytime Armada tries to come in with an attack. Both fighters unable to really connect, but here comes the side throw by Plup. Another item, that's going to be an air ball. Sends Armada off the side of the screen, but you know Kirby has that terrific recover. Here comes the Warp Star. Kirby trying to hop in his ride and close this thing out. He's got the Warp Star available.
And Armada with the tech! The tech from Plup!
Already the tech coming out. Oh my goodness, and Armada completely changing the pace of the game, Vish.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted to go for that edge guard with the down air, and then he got the up B and Plup teched it. This is some high level smash ultimate, and he gets the cutscene. Still living. That DI. Oh my God.
Is 2 going to be enough? And yes, that will do it. Plup moves on from our 4-player free-for-all elimination round. And how about that, the back and forth, but let's point out that highlight, that tech off the stage that we saw there, Vish.
Yeah, so he had, actually there was a Warp Star on the left side of the stage. Armada was just like, nah, I'm not even gonna go for it. He goes for the down air, and then he had to recover, so he goes for the up B, and then Plup is like, you know what, I'm just gonna tech that and make it.
A couple of highlights in this match, and Vicky, one of them came from the beautiful air dodge by Plup. You thought Kirby had things on set, ready to go to clear this out. Take us through what we see here.
As you can see, Armada was preparing himself to hit him and wait for the perfect opportunity to hit Plup, but in the perfect moment, look how Plup was able to avoid the shot. Immediately after that air dodge, he felt like he was unsafe, but was able to dodge right on time.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable display of being able to dodge, including the fact that we talk about the multiple dodges that you do here, Vish, the less effective they are.
Yeah, I mean, as if you do a spot dodge or roll, each time it has a little bit more lag on it, so it becomes sluggish. So the game itself is not trying to, it's promoting aggressive style of play. So if you're rolling and spot dodging quite a bit, it'll actually become slower and easier to punish. So Plup, even with that kind of disadvantage on the defensive option, still figures out how to do the spot or the air dodge into the roll to avoid that KO. That's crazy.
Completely changed the match. Let's take a look at the updated bracket as we continue to eliminate more and more fighters as we move along here into Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. Plup will move on. He will take on the loser of MKLeo and Zero coming up here next. But let's take a break from the high-stakes play with our professionals and bring on a few more special guests to tell us more about that. Give it up once again for TK Breezy. put aggressive.
And to round out this crew of homies is the ultimate homie, Zelda Williams! Everyone knows it. They heard that. They know the name. They know who it is, man. So here we are. It's gonna be, as I said, another free-for-all, 6 minutes. Okay, all items, Smash Bros. So it's gonna get a little chaotic here on the stage. But Vicky, what do you expect us to see?
So, Zelda Williams, no stranger to all of us in the community. We saw her from the last Super Smash Bros. Invitational, I believe, representing Link. So, TK, I'm actually pretty excited to see who she'll be playing now, but we can't count our other fighters out either.
Man, I got a little inside information in the back, but I'm gonna go ahead and let the game speak for itself as we seem to be ready. Everyone's gearing up, ready to go. I gotta get right behind them. I gotta get the, the bird's eye view, basically. I'm taller than all of them, so I can just,
Not me, TK.
All right, let's get a better view. Let's get a better view. So here we are, Villager, Kirby, Pac-Man, and Sheik. Devin on Villager, Alana on the Kirby, Andre on the Pac-Man, and Zelda rocking the Sheik, which is still basically Zelda. So, hey, she's canon. She's canon.
She's canon, although not Link playing Sheik. Now you guys could see Sheik at her finest within the new Super Smash Bros. Game. And TK, how destructive is this match right now? Already summoning Kyogre.
I mean, that's a big pickup as a Pokemon. As you can see, he's just going to be blasting you off the side. And if you don't have a great recovery, that's exactly what happens to you. Neither Villager nor Kirby able to get back from that situation. And now we have a solid lead.
And look at Andre just chilling. He knows he's good right now, holding on to 52%, throwing the hydrant at them, and Alana pushing everyone away from her. Just wants to avoid Devin at all time. Look at the tree, TK.
Hold up, we got Latios on the screen. That's also a great Pokemon pickup, as it's doing a lot of damage. Sometimes if you're high up on damage, it will end up knocking you off. Unfortunately, this time for Zelda, did not do such, and here we are, a new assist. He's gonna come back though. You think it's over, but it's never over. He's coming right back. And we might be gone this time.
No,
he might be gone.
Now we're gone. No, he's definitely back, TK. It's for those of you who love the Pikmin series.
So right now, as you can see, the only person really in keep percentage right now was Devin with this Villager, but however, that has been eradicated immediately. That KO gonna go ahead and rock him, but so is another KO right here onto Alana and Zelda. So, I mean, Andre is sitting pretty. I mean, without even looking at the score, I feel like I haven't seen Andre really hit off the screen, so he's sitting pretty.
And Alana getting that big sword kill, doing a great job. And who's gonna get these Pokeballs?
Andre finally dropping a stock here. Alana, though, sitting at 58%. Honestly, I feel like in this build in itself, I've seen more Pokemon than I've seen in the actual games. I mean, everyone's out here Pokemon Master. It's crazy.
I was gonna hype up Sukapong right there. Andre summoning Sukapong. For those of you who do know what one of the newer games are.
All right. So here we are on the flat part of the stage. It is going to pick back up and start traveling yet again. That is what the stage is known for. We still got Andre holding it down, but here we go. Back on the stage. Oh, the Villager chop almost probably getting a KO with that tree. I mean, it is still a very strong attack, and Andre's still sitting pretty close to 100. I mean, he's got to watch out for himself. He's got the highest percentage on the map right now. About to hit the halfway mark in this match. Kind of want to know who's actually on the lead, man. I wish I had those scores up there. You know what I mean?
And it's getting a little hot in here as Devin was doing a really good job at avoiding his opponents and continuously racking damage, TK.
All right. And so now we got Alana just barely living right there. Gonna go ahead and hit the rock drop. I mean, a very signature Kirby move. Still does a lot of knockback here in this game, just as one would expect. Okay. The final counter from D, from the top rope. This is gonna be a real problem. All right, we actually got a Star Wars battle right now. There's all kind of blade beams on here.
Definitely safe.
All right, now, honestly, I've been watching Alana the entire time. She's managed to keep this stock for quite a bit. And I feel like I've been watching whoever has the highest percentage the most just to see how they're going to be able to live for as long as they can. I mean, we've been talking about the knockback changes here and how it looks like you're always about to drop off, but it's just a sped-up knockback, but still about the same amount of knockback that you normally would see.
Not only that, though, but it also shows you an indicator as to who is in the lead. So you already know what it means when you see someone glowing, and it means, get him, boys.
Get him, boys. There we are, Andre. Oh, okay, that smash ball's off, but hold on. Okay, I had to make sure. I was looking at it from a different angle. I thought that might have been the fake one. Is he gonna pop off? Does he know how to use it? He's gotta drop the weapon first. He's gotta hit the B button. Okay, there we go. I wasn't sure.
Building this man a
He
house.
got it. So did he stock off that? He did get a stock off that. I did see the KO. Good stuff to Devin actually dropping out that final smash. It's a little late on the draw, but it does not matter if you're late to the party as long as you still turn up. And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, Tom Nook with that eviction notice. Devin doing a pretty good job. Tries to regain his stage control, but oh my goodness, the destruction coming from here. Zelda trying to linger a little bit behind, not trying to get hit too often.
I actually got some inside information for all of the character picks so far. Honestly, earlier, Alana was asking me about the link changes, but I think she was opting, like, she didn't really like the link changes or didn't want to get used to them, so she went with the bread and butter of Kirby. Zelda's saying, you know what, I want to play Zelda, but I'm going to play Sheik because it's a little faster. And oh, so Galio. Everybody's getting a piece.
Yeah, someone needs to call in Lunala.
A minute left here in the game, folks. And again, man, Zelda Williams losing another stock right here. Andre still probably sitting pretty right here. He's only got 2%, and the only highest percent here right now happens to be Alana, but either way, there's such low percentage. We've got to see what's going to happen here these next few seconds, as I feel like we can get at least 1 or 2 more KOs here in the last 45 seconds of this game.
TK, there's only 40 seconds on the clock, and so much destruction has been happening all around this. We've about seen only 1 smash ball happen on the stage, 2 smash balls at that.
Look, the smash balls may not be coming out a lot, but the Pokeballs are definitely showing up. We got a Meowth on stage, throwing the paydays. And a lot of actually trying to throw hands with the Meowth. I mean, if you got behind them or maybe on top of them, possibly, but not the Pokemon game I've ever done.
Oh, and here comes Snorlax! Get out of the way because you are going down with him.
It's going to be a real problem here, folks. I mean, this is down to the wire. Zelda only 6 seconds on the clock. Zelda and Devin susceptible to getting a stock taken. She barely lives in. Here we are. Let's see who is the winner.
Ever connecting at the very last second, TK.
And it happens to be Andre. Look, I said the boy was sitting pretty. I saw the beginning of that game, and I was like, this dude right here, okay? This dude, Andre, had the best opener I've ever seen in a free-for-all, and he just managed to run with that for the rest of the time. So, congratulations to our people. Let's get another round of applause for our special guest who decided to play with us. But as I said, man, that was a lot of fun. We're going to get back into the glory part of this. We got to see who's going to make it to that winner's side finals. And we're going to get that going for you right now. The Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018. Throwing it back to our casters.
Thank you very much. Big round of applause for TK Breezy once again. Nicely done, my friend. We've had a chance to see a couple of exhibition matches, and, you know, Vish, you look at all the action that happens, and those items can certainly come into play when it's a 4-player free-for-all.
I'm seeing a trend of Pac-Man in these. Well, what's going on there? But yeah, I really do feel like items add so much just kind of variation to the game, and I feel like even at the levels of the special guests, I feel like the items just add even more kind of randomness, you know? Just whoever gets it gets so much more of a power-up. They're not going to be able to dodge it nearly as well, you know?
Let's get set for a matchup in our winner's side, trying to find a finalist out of that to get to grand finals. Let's look at the bracket now as we get set for what appears to be a titanic matchup between Zero and MK Leo. 1v1, Smash Ball is still on, items are off. The winner of this will move on to our grand finals. And the character selection as well, too. We know that both of these fighters have used 2 of their 3 characters, so by process of elimination, it's going to be Sheik for Zero, Snake for MK Leo, and let's just put some more historical reference on this here, Vicky, a matchup of these 2 types of caliber of players.
This is no strange match, Jordan. We are very used to seeing these type of players. Unfortunately, when Zero retired, we had not seen him play MK Leo for quite some time. So watching the comeback on this stage for the Super Smash Bros. Invitational is insane.
Both these fighters getting set for a big-time matchup, a spot in the grand finals as well, too. And Vish, you just look at the ability that these players have. This is a game that they haven't really had a chance to play for that long, but some of those same principles get ready to help them move along. Let's get set for action here, though. 1v1, MK Leo versus Zero.
Oh, man. I'm actually, it's crazy that Zero actually saved the Sheik for at this juncture of the tournament, because I feel like that's probably his strongest character in his arsenal just from the little that we got to watch him play. Because the forwarders still kind of link in a very similar way to Smash for Wii U, and you get the bouncing fish in a very similar way as well. But air dodges are not nearly as strong, so bouncing fish actually becomes like such a strong tool. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about that, Vicky.
Yeah, aside from that, I feel like bouncing fish actually comes out a lot quicker, and the grenades, Sheik's grenades no longer sends her into free fall, so she is now able to recover without accidentally SD.
Oh man.
MK Leo at 49, Zero at 49. Both these fighters still at neck and neck, even at this point, 3 stocks each. Now we look at the advantage as Zero doing a terrific job with the juggle off the stage here, Vicky.
Yeah, Snake now still has bomb recovery. He could also throw grenades in 3 different distances depending on how close to yourself that you hold the analog stick. And it's insane. Zero, though, showing that Snake is nothing with that up smash. Catching his landing again, Jordan.
Zero with the pair of up smashes gives him the early 3-2 stock advantage. And Vish already, we're seeing the speed of Zero versus MK Leo and Snake.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's doing a really good job just kind of being underneath where MK Leo is, and he gets those tilts into those forward air combos. That's just so much damage, so much consistent damage from Zero. Feels like MK Leo can't get quite the same damage output that he is, but he has the smash ball all to himself, and he gets it along with the stock. Oh, man.
Oh, that
Smash ball is jostled loose, and it careens to a pin, but here comes another one. Can Zero snag it? Oh, it's gonna be MK Leo that grabs it. Excuse me, Zero with this. MK Leo gets the smash ball, trying to get Zero in his sights. Looking for the shot. Is it gonna be enough to get Zero? Zero doing a fine job there, Vicky hopping off stage.
Yeah, Zero doing a great job at avoiding that final smash. Quite unfortunate, but it was meant to be. Leo's gravity does sometimes stink, Jordan.
Couple of up tilts by Zero right here into the juggle in the mid-air. Beautiful job on the forward air, and we see Zero continuing to apply that pressure here, Vish.
Yeah, and another strong part of Sheik's play in this particular iteration is that the back air is really, really strong. So any kind of off-stage edge guard that he gets like that might actually KO. And we get the forward smash, still not quite. Great DI from MK Leo.
MK Leo trying to recover at this point. That up B gets him on the edge, but then the 1-2 grab to the side throw. Nicely done by Zero right there, Vicky.
Yeah, and as you can see, Snake's up tilt is still as strong as those who have played Super Smash Bros. Brawl have witnessed. It also kills Vish. I know you've seen this a few times yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. And even you saw MK Leo coming back with the up B. It does have like a bit of super armor, so even though Zero hit it, it did not actually knock him out of it. And now he's recovering so high, and that's a great mix-up. He dropped the bomb at the same time, so it was actually kind of scary for Zero to go there and edge guard him. And he, what a play from MK Leo to do the bomb like that, and just, now it's just 1-to-1, guys.
Couple of stocks are swapped at that point. Both these fighters looking for a spot in the grand finals, down to their final stock. Zero versus MK Leo. You see the C4 in the middle of the map at this point right now. You gotta watch out for that, Vicky.
Yeah, as you see right here, Zero actually playing a lot more patient, as now he's deciding to be a little bit more aggressive by the ledge. Wants to, oh my goodness, Leo though with these setups, not letting Zero land, taking advantage of the fact that he's deciding to contest him in the air.
Zero trying to zone out MK Leo at this point, trying to put a little bit more distance between him and MK Leo, but you just see the consistent pressure by the projectiles. But MK Leo, Zero, with the air juggle against MK Leo. Vish, he is relentless.
Oh my God, he brought this all the way back, man. That's so much percent out there, and I like the way that MK Leo is playing. He's just kind of staying back and putting mines, putting grenades, but Zero just kind of dashed in, because that's a really good play against this kind of defensive style. And he's got needles of his own. He's got some projectiles.
See a couple of grenades come out, trying to keep Zero at bay at this point. Zero at 90%, MK Leo 48. Oh, Zero sent to the top of the screen, still able to hold on there though, Vicky.
And I like how Leo is hanging around the right side of the platform, watching it go up and down, and acknowledging where he could throw his grenades to continuously pressure Zero.
Yeah, and Zero also kind of making a good advantage of that same particular location by kind of just jumping and forward airing as soon as he sees MK Leo going end up bomb. Oh, he goes for the bouncing fish way off the top. This is crazy. Oh, man.
Up B by MK Leo to get back on stage to grab into the back throw. Is it enough? No. Zero still able to stay alive on the upper platform. MK Leo trying to put some pressure on Zero, find his way into the grand finals. Can Zero cause a comeback here, though? MK Leo, Zero, both trying to figure each other out, but here comes a juggle from Zero here, Vish.
Oh, my God.
Oh, and the bouncing fish by Fish.
the entire time, and he goes for a bouncing fish right at the end.
That was so smart of him because he recognized that Leo had been using his rolls quite often around the end, and as we discussed the mechanic, defensive play is not as rewarded as aggressive play.
Right.
And you obviously see just how tightly contested that matchup of MKLeo and Zero was, but you looked at the pressure that Zero was able to apply with Sheik throughout the entire match, and MKLeo using a lot of those bombs and projectiles from Snake to keep him at bay. Wasn't enough, though, to overcome. Take us through this instant replay here, Vish.
Yeah, so he's recovering high. He uses the bomb there as he's dropping it, so it's kind of a big mix-up, so it doesn't seem like he's going to hit him, but he actually ends up igniting the bomb right at the end. It takes out both of them on that right side stage there and makes it even when he was down a little bit. That's crazy.
High stakes right there. Let's take a look at the updated bracket here in just a moment. But however, this is when it was 1-1 here, Vicky, and just the bouncing fish was the final KO that decided this one.
Yeah, he recognized that Leo only option was to make it back towards the stage, and he was able to capitalize off of it, Jordan.
Zero gets the victory. He will move on to grand finals. MKLeo, he's not done yet, though. He'll take on Plup in the finals of the elimination bracket. So we view that bracket, and we see how MKLeo now moves on down to that. Smash ball on, items on, though, for this one here, Vish. So this will certainly change the strategy up as both these fighters look to find a spot in the grand finals.
For sure, for sure. And just with how close that was, it feels like MKLeo is definitely hungry for that comeback to make it all the way back there. But Plup is no short on being a great competitor on his own. And I'm curious to see what the last character they have in that slot is, because that's going to really determine how this 1v1 is going to go.
Let's take a look at the character cards for both of these fighters as they get set. And as we said earlier, each fighter had to choose 3 characters, and now the book is completely open. Now that you've gone through all 3, you can choose whomever you would like to.
Right.
You see Ridley, Pit, and Villager available for Plup, MKLeo, Bayonetta, Snake, and Sonic. So a plethora of choices here, Vicky.
Yeah, I could definitely see Leo most likely opt for Sonic. He did do a really good job playing Sonic, so I could see him maybe contest for that, or possibly Bayonetta, although the Snake showcase was pretty exciting. Coming from Plup, we saw his amazing pit play, consistently ledge guarding his opponent, so maybe we're going to see the pit come back.
And Vish, if you're Plup, do you maybe go with Ridley, a character that we haven't seen much of at all, because you know how well these players scout each other and know these characters in and out as far as attacking and defending against them? Do you throw a curveball there with Ridley, potentially?
Yeah, I mean, because Ridley was just so recently announced, I mean, and they didn't get to play it very much, and the character design as a whole is just so new. Something like that could work out really well. I'm curious to see whether MKLeo would go Bayonetta, because you can't really ladder the same way you do, ladder combo the same way you do as in Smash for Wii U. So it's not quite as potent as it was, but it still kind of operates in a very similar way, just the combo style and the play style of Bayonetta. But we have Bayonetta versus Ridley. Plup is laying it all down on the line. And then,
Look at this jab! Look at this jab, Vish!
45%. He just had him in the corner there. Bayonetta couldn't do anything. How's it feel, Bayonetta?
Smash ball on the stage. Bayonetta's going to go ahead and grab that. That'll make a huge difference. And look at what we got going on here, Vish.
Oh my God! This is such a beautiful final smash. A bigger Ridley just destroyed Ridley? Is that what I just saw?
Oh my goodness.
MKLeo with the early 4-3 stock advantage, and then we see Bomber on the stage here. Vicky, you can pick that up. Oh, and all of a sudden it's 4-2 MKLeo with a sizable advantage, Vicky.
Yeah, and although MKLeo does have the advantage, Ridley does have the damage output necessary to make this comeback.
Oh yeah, for sure. We saw that the down B does what, 51%? That's nuts. And what?
Wait,
Green Greens. Wait, right.
As we said that, Vish, what game is this?
Oh my
What
God.
game is this?
It's Green Greens being such a low stage to the top that Bayonetta just does Bayonetta things, and we just gotta deal with it.
MKLeo taking Plup to cruising altitude and a couple of KOs. MKLeo trying to hang on, really trying to get the punish off the edge of the edge. Bayonetta unable to recover. Can Plup get back on stage as quickly? He certainly does, and it's now 3-1. But you see Plup at 106 trying to edge guard against Bayonetta. It's going to be another combo and juggle off the top of the screen, and that is game.
Okay.
MKLeo as Bayonetta taking Plup and Ridley for a ride at the top of the screen for Several KOs right there.
So disregard what I said earlier. Bayonetta still got it. Bayonetta's back on the block, looking as great as ever. Looking.
Well, we talked about it before. When you get
no.
your hands on a new character like Ridley, you don't get a lot of hours to put that practice in and understand every single nuance. And then obviously Bayonetta, every player is going to be different in each new game of the Super Smash Brothers series. And we saw MKLeo, just an absolute technician right there, Vicky.
Yeah, I mean, he told me himself, he was like, I'm gonna play Bayonetta, and I'm gonna show everyone what I could do with her in the new Smash Brothers Ultimate, Jordan.
Oh my God.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket as we get set for our grand finals here shortly. MKLeo advancing out of the elimination bracket, had a very short stay there. Didn't need to pack too big of a bag for that, which means our grand finals are set. MKLeo versus Zero. It will be a best of 3 between these two, and you have the option for a bracket reset if MKLeo is victorious. But before we get to that, let's go ahead and bring out our man, TK Breezy, to tell us what's coming up next.
I'm over here like I'm really doing something, you know what I mean? I'm just talking. Vish, that last match was disgusting.
Yeah, Bayonetta's pretty good.
Vish, you don't understand, okay? We thought we were getting away.
We thought. You thought wrong, TK.
We thought wrong. But what we're not getting away from is some more high-flying matches, obviously, man, and I got some great guests for you, so we're gonna go ahead and introduce some real quick. And up first, that is the WWE superstar, Ember Moon.
Okay. WWE.
And playing with her will be American professional football player, Mike Daniels.
Oh my God.
Also playing with them will be actress Olivia Holt. There's some real star power on this stage. Real star power. But for the Smash boys and girls out there, the leader of the Naifu Nation, Nairo!
Nairo makes it. Somehow Nairo makes it.
Look, he's a celebrity in his own right, okay?
He's definitely a
You seen his sub count? It's crazy.
The Naifu Nation is so happy in chat right now. Oh my. This seems a little bit.
All right, now I know you're probably like, man, this seems a little bit one-sided. Well,
it's a new game.
we kind of even it out, okay? We even it out.
It's a new game.
Check it out. It's a 3v1.
Is that, Is it really a 3v1?
I'm not. Look at the screen. Look at the screen.
It's a 3v1.
What is that?
Let's go.
It's a 3v1.
3v1. Oh, get him. 3 versus 1. Can Nairo do it?
This is it's a 3v1. All the rest of the rules are still the same. So Nairo, you know, it's 6 minutes. Items. It's no team attack.
No team attack?
3v1. No team attack. 6 minutes. Items and smash ball.
Poor Nairo.
Can he do it? Okay. Can he really overcome?
This is your chance, Nairo. This is your chance at the Invitational. You better shine, my man.
Honestly, man, look. When I was backstage, I was talking to him, okay? I was talking to all the stars, you know. I was telling him, I was letting him know. I said, look. Oh, dang. Okay.
I wonder who the crowd favorite is, TK. What do you think? And he's going snake.
Listen, I said it. I was like, look here. Nairo, regardless of what happens on this stage, all right, the crowd was going to be on his side, but I told them as well, if they beat Nairo in this format, you don't have to give the specifics. Just tell people you beat Nairo. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't give the specifics.
Yeah. You beat Nairo in the first game of Smash Ultimate. That is quite the reputation to have.
That is very true. I mean, honestly, if he was in the tournament himself, he could have been in the finals as well. But now we're gonna see if he's gonna be able to clutch it out. Again, no team attack, okay? So they can just throw moves at him the entire time.
3
and he's
on
not
1.
to deal with it.
Oh my God.
He's
All right.
okay.
Oh,
Okay.
We got a something.
Yo, this crowd is so nice.
This crowd loving Nairo right now.
But either way, I mean, Nairo's not even on the, he's not even on the DK. They're actually cheering for Olivia. And the first time, oh, she's popping off. Oh, Ember Moon is in it.
Not just in WWE, she's got it in Smash too.
She's got to go up, man. It's in the character. But now think about this. Check this out. Mike is actually holding it down with the grenades too. I want to see. Oh, he's not holding anything down except for that stock loss. So either way, Nairo's back on the board. Now, even though it is a 3-for-1, Nairo does kind of slightly have an advantage because if everyone, like, look, you got to think about it like this. If everyone on the team, on either team, gets KO'd, Nairo gets 3 points, they get 1.
But every time they KO him, he gets one. They only get 1 total.
Right.
Oh my God.
Oh!
Nairo, what is he doing? Nairo's popping off. Oh my.
You didn't have to do it to him.
It's
The box
Nairo.
combo.
Nairo. He's smiling. You see him smiling?
Look at him. He's so smug.
He's so happy. Oh my God. The Knifer Nation is strong right now, TK.
Yo, I need to see it again. I need to see it again. I need to see another. That's a Nairo combo now.
Instant replay. And is he gonna get the smash ball?
That's a real one, too.
Is
Who's
he
gonna
gonna
get
get
it?
the smash ball?
Oh, he's keeping everybody at bay. The back airs are flying. They're trying to get. Oh, hold up. Oh, he knocked off. He's coming back, though. It's on the other side. Nairo still not getting the smash ball. Get it. Mike.
Someone get the ball! Red team, get the ball! Donkey Kong, Kirby, somebody help them! My man TK is, he's done. He's done, he's done.
There's 3 of you. All right. You know what? We'll keep moving. No, that smash ball was never meant to be. That's all. That could have been the game-winning smash ball right there.
But no.
I mean, we got another 3 minutes. But however, that could have got it back in the lead at the very least.
Oh, and Mike with the forward smash. Not going down without a fight.
Definitely not going out with a fight, man. Mike, he's been trying to stay on top of Nairo the entire time. Oh, everybody get a piece.
Oh my God, do you see the way he grounded him with the side B and they just went to town?
That was
on him?
actually an OD team combo right there.
Yes.
All over the place. They say, hey, look at me, man. I'm put him in the ground. You want to do some extra damage? I got the crash at the back.
Nairo gets the scissor though. The throwback Pokemon, let's go.
All right, so Nairo, as I said, you know, even though Nairo is susceptible to taking more damage than them, you know, over time because of them all being on a team, he has all of them pretty much in KO percentage.
Yeah, and he could just go up 3 right now.
Yeah.
In like a span of 2 minutes. Okay, he get.
In fact, look at this.
Oh,
That's 2 points right. I think he just curved it.
Oh!
Oh!
Missing the punch.
Olivia Ho, she was going big. She was going big for it.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh!
Oh my God! He's igniting on him.
Nairo, you can't do this to these people.
Oh my God! Oh my God! It's over, dude. Nairo's killing it.
Over, dude.
Nairo's killing it.
Listen, we got 2 minutes left, and Nairo's already done 2 amazing combos on these. I mean, the entire team gets in the combo, too. That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, they're doing the Donkey Kong side B again. I think that's a great combo starter that they need to get more of. Got the Fire Flower. Oh, all right, that's good.
Okay, hold on.
And
This could be big. This could be big.
Pikachu gets the aim. But
We got it.
Yes. Crucial. That was a necessary stock to take.
I mean, honestly, Ember has kind of been putting the team on the back, man. I could have saw a one-on-one.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying, I could have saw a one-on-one.
Oh, yeah.
So right now, though, what I have noticed, okay, so this assist trophy, it just zooms in the screen, but as the screen is zooming in, so do the blast zones. So as the blast zones are getting closer, anyone getting hit now is more susceptible to losing that stock, just as we see DK in the background taking an up tilt at like 6, and he's gone.
Man, that's crazy because on 3-on-1s, like you're talking about, Nairo could just get really quick KOs with the Squid Sisters. Oh, my God. All right, Olivia taking one off Nairo. And the black hole.
Oh, the fake one!
He's igniting everything.
He's got the full item combo.
He put the black hole with the hammer. How does he do it?
Can't get through that. Okay, Hero, we got another one.
It's OP.
We're dropping it.
Oh, Volt Tackle. Oh, Volt Tackle misses its mark, though.
All right, well, to be real, if she didn't know about the changes, honestly, I forgot to. I'm not gonna lie.
It's cool.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to.
We'll get that to her.
So good stuff. I mean, regardless to the red team, they managed to get some great stock off of Nairo, but Nairo has also been getting some crazy, like, 3v1 KOs. So.
And Nairo's just kind of using his recovery a little bit more, just staying off the stage. Oh, man. Okay, and then he finally losing the stock. And they're synchronized. You see that, the way they were waiting right before he came down? They figured it out.
Yeah, man. Here we go. I kind of want to see Nairo still go in here. See if he can get one last combo in these last 17 to 15 seconds here left and on the clock. I mean, he's actually got the most percentage, so they might be able to get a stock here. Oh, they will get a stock.
That might be something.
Well, he's fast falling. Maybe think he's gonna get the barrel, but he did not.
All right. That'll do it.
That's gonna do it. Let's see who ends up getting the win here. It's Nairo. It's Nairo. Yo, can I see those points? I need to see those points. All right.
That was hype.
All right, guys, and that was a beautiful exhibition match. Again, give it up to our competitors here. But obviously, the action does not stop, man. We got to get into the grand finals here of our Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018. I'm going to throw it back to the casters. We want to get this thing going.
Give it up one more time for TK Breezy. Excellent job bringing them out there. As you said, we're getting set for the grand finals. MKLeo versus Zero. And just sort of put this into perspective as far as these players, their history, how great they are, Vicky. We talked a little bit about this. It's sort of the present and the future as far as domination in the Super Smash Brothers community.
I just want to say that after this invitational, if Zero gets his two-step, if Zero proceeds with the second win of an invitational, then he better come out of retirement, because we are finally seeing our grand finals match, Zero versus MKLeo.
Yeah, and he's pulling out the Scarf again. Let's go. Scarf Army in full effect. But yeah, as we saw in the previous match, that all three characters are unlocked again so they can start from fresh. Smash Ball is off. Items are off. It's going to be a nice little one-on-one, a clean little one-on-one.
Stage hazards will be off as well, too, so you do get a pretty good replica of some high-level competitive play between these two. There is the opportunity for a bracket reset. If MKLeo can take the first best of three, we will reset the bracket. It is double elimination, but if you're Zero, you're 2 wins away from becoming the champion. So take me through maybe some of this character strategy. We saw what MKLeo, Vicky, was able to do with Bayonetta. Do we see if Zero counters with Sheik, or what type of decision do you think we might see from these players?
I'm kind of expecting the Sheik. Funny that you mentioned it, Jordan. Bayonetta. Is she gonna be the best character in Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, Vish?
I mean, that last set was kind of crazy, dude. The ladder combo's still in full effect. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Zero does, because I think MKLeo is pretty comfortable with his Bayonetta pick, just based on how things are going. I feel like Zero is going to go Sheik, because it felt like he got a few of his own combo initiations and combo setups going in terms of his forward airs, in terms of his bouncing fishes off stage. So I think that's the matchup we're going to see, but I mean, we could just see a curveball with something else. What do you think?
Let's get set for these grand finals of the Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018. MKLeo taking on Zero. Final destination. Smash Ball off, items off, and we get set as these two titans get ready to square off against each other. The characters will be, it's a me of Mario for Zero taking on Bayonetta for MKLeo. So no surprises with MKLeo, but Zero going with Mario.
Yeah, Mario also had a lot of decent up tilt setups that he had before, and even the up air string really well. So I think this could work out too. He's got the combo setups with Mario as well. Curious to see how this one goes.
Grand finals, best of 3, one-on-one, Smash Ball off, items off as well too. MKLeo with the grab, beautiful up tilt as well too. Mario with the back air and the up tilt, a nice little juggle right there, Vicky.
Yeah, Bass within not being as safe as you may think from the previous game, but MKLeo applying a good amount of pressure. Zero playing everyone's favorite plumber, trying to play as safe as possible, does not want to get caught in that witch twist, Jordan.
Grab into the down throw from Zero, unable to turn that into a combo right there, and then you continue to look at the constant pressure that MKLeo is applying on Zero here, Vish.
Yeah, it feels like grab combos are not quite as potent. It's more just for like positioning. We saw him try to go for the up air. We saw Bayonetta try to go with her throw as well, and not really connecting too much. So I think aerials, that was amazing spacing to be right outside that hitbox. Zero's crazy.
Double forward smash?
Yeah. Yeah.
Zero doing a great job of blocking that down air from MKLeo Bayonetta. MKLeo at 95, Zero at 92. These fighters have been so equally matched throughout this tournament. Now comes the edge guard phase by MKLeo. Zero able to get back on the stage. MKLeo sending Zero off. Zero looking for the recovery, able to get back on, Vicky.
Yeah, I like the use of the cape right there. It's able to stall his recovery, but unfortunately not going to be enough as Leo continuously goes down there and edge guards him with the back air.
Yeah, so the ledge has similar mechanics to Smash for You, where you get the ledge trump, but you don't get the back air afterwards that you do in Smash for Wii U. So going out there before you even get the ledge is a great way to get the edge guard. You saw him just get the hit before you could even contest the edge.
Mario into the down tilt. Oh, gets the up smash against MKLeo, and it's now 2 stocks to 2.
Oh, the dash dance? Zero? It's moving fast. Okay, the combo, and DI'd out of it. Okay, all right.
All right, but no more up tilt combos here. But as I say that with the up air and then trying to go for that fair, Flood is still ready for him. MKLeo, though, makes it back onto the stage.
It looked like he was getting something started, especially with a forwarder at the end and then using the flood and trying to cape right after. This is some high level already. I'm really liking what I'm seeing in this one-on-one.
Zero able to avoid the KO from the juggle that we saw at the top. MKLeo so well known for that. It's 92 for MKLeo, 85 for Zero. Down to 2 stocks here in our first of 3 in the grand finals, Vicky.
Like to note that SDI is not as prominent within Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, although DI does become important at later percents, and unfortunately, with that air dodge, it's going to have too much lag to be able to recover back onto the stage.
A mishap by Zero. It's going to cost him a stock. It's now 2 stocks to 1. And if you're MKLeo here, Vish, you want to make the most of this 1 stock advantage. But there goes that advantage.
Yeah,
down to our final stock here in the first matchup of grand finals. Bayonetta with the up tilt. MKLeo at 0. Zero at 45% when it comes to health. Oh, we see the perfect shield right there.
Yeah, and perfect shielding in this game actually happens when the shield goes down. So you have to be shielding and then you let go at the proper timing, and it does the perfect shield as opposed to previously where it would be where the shield came up.
Bayonetta getting Zero into that combo. Zero able to get out of there. MKLeo applying the pressure, the grab, side throw, trying to punish on the edge right there. Up B by Zero to get back on stage, Vicky.
Very smart of Zero to keep his jump in that instance. Unfortunately, he's going to be getting out of it.
Oh, first game will go to MKLeo and Bayonetta. It's best of 3 in this grand finals. If MKLeo can steal 2 out of these 3, we reset the bracket. What did you like from what he was doing with Bayonetta in that matchup?
I like the way he was edge guarding. As soon as Zero was way far off, he was trying to shoot. And I think before Zero could even do the up Bs to get the ledge, he would go out there and do the edge guards. At the end, though, Zero tried to mix him up by doing the up B earlier and get on stage, and we see the magnet hands are not nearly as strong as they were before. So I'm liking the little mix-ups that we're seeing from both of these players.
And Vicky, you pointed it out. We saw a little bit of a mishap from Zero. He went with that air dodge with Mario, and the lag is so long after that. We saw the self-inflicted KO, and that was a critical stock in this match.
It's quite unfortunate. Directional air dodge actually has a lot of ending lag, so you don't want to do it too high above the ground. You kind of want to do it closer to the ground so that way you could take advantage. But also at the same time, Jordan, we can't be dodging too much in this game or else it starts slowing down.
It certainly does. Both these fighters have the chance to change their characters as they get set. So let's get you set for game 2 in this grand finals. We're looking for a potential bracket reset. If MKLeo can get the victory over Zero, Zero is just 2 games away from becoming our Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018 champion. And we have Sheik versus Sonic, a couple of very speedy characters here, Vish.
For sure, and like we were mentioning before, just the tilt combos, the forward airs, the bouncing fish, it feels like Zero's definitely in his comfort zone here going up against the Sonic.
Sonic doing a great job early on with the grab into the down throw, getting the juggle early on, both fighters spacing each other out, but MKLeo at only 8%, Zero already with 62% damage. And Vicky, we see those throws by MKLeo and Sonic leading to some nice 2 and 3 hit combos.
Yeah, MKLeo was doing a really good job at taking advantage of catching landings with Sonic, a character who is known to have some of the fastest speed in the game.
Yeah, and we see a lot of moves hitting into back air or even out of throws, if we're talking about doing the up air, and then he does the up B really cleverly to get out of Zero's range and then using the aerial drift to get back to center stage. I really like this play, and he's using the up B there again to try to edge guard him as the bumper falls down. It does have a hitbox, and an up smash coming out from MKLeo, taking the first stock.
MKLeo's up smash gives him the 3-2 stock advantage. MKLeo at just 55% as well, so he's going to try and certainly make the most of this. The crowd chanting MKLeo, the support for the youngster here as he tries to upset Zero. Another grab Vicky into a juggle, and we see MKLeo dominating the aerial game here early on.
Yeah, Zero finally finding his footing onto the ground, and how exciting would it be, Jordan, to see a bracket reset and more characters on the screen. Now we see Leo taking advantage of Sonic's speed.
Yeah, and he's doing a really good job while Zero is above him, just kind of homing in and figuring out where exactly he's going to go and then connecting it to up airs and back airs as he's been doing. So he's just following him while he's in the air, and he gets the charge full smash. He just caught Zero jumping right into it.
Brilliantly played by MKLeo and Sonic, and he has a commanding 3-1 stock lead at this point. Zero trying to come back and take a game from MKLeo. If not, we're going to have a bracket reset and a quick one like that. Oh, but she getting an up smash, and it's now 2 stocks to 1 here, Vicky.
That follow-up into the up smash was just beautiful coming from Zero, and MKLeo is not faltering. Notice how Zero now has 1 stock. He does have quite a hill to climb here.
Yeah, MKLeo, Zero. As we said, MKLeo can advance with a victory here and advance it to a bracket reset. Sheik trying to get that bear to connect. No luck right there. MKLeo coming back down to the field. Block trying to punish right there, but Zero able to recover with Sheik. Both fighters still staying in the middle of this map here, Vish.
I gotta say, MKLeo is doing such a great job getting out of these combos using the up B. It's like really fast and gets you so far up there that Zero can't really get anything started, and then he just aerial drifts to like the center of the stage. It's really great play for MKLeo, and he almost gets the upper. This guy's going nuts.
Beautiful mix-up by MKLeo to keep Zero at bay. 100 for Zero, 92.5 for MKLeo. MKLeo with a 2-1 stock advantage. Trying to get the KO at the top with the up air. No luck right there. The grab into the side throw from Zero. MKLeo with that forward air. Now he has to edge guard. Zero getting back up on the stage. MKLeo trying to close this one out here, Vic.
He's playing extremely patient right here, but unfortunately falls susceptible to Zero's up smash once again, Vish.
Yeah, I mean, like we're talking about, if he does that aerial drift that many times, eventually Zero's gonna get a read on him. And he read that up smash, but gets the back air with the cutscene finish. Beautiful.
We have a bracket reset. MKLeo taking 2 games from Zero in our grand final. So let's go ahead and reset this thing, and now it becomes a true best 2 out of 3 between both these very talented fighters. And what we saw there, Vicky, with Sonic was the ability to really dominate the aerial game, but as Vish pointed out, getting out of those combos that Zero was trying to throw at him.
Yeah, using the spring as well as an option to just make sure he's not going to be falling to Zero's combos. He kept his ground really well throughout the entire match and continuously racked up a lot of damage on Zero as Zero was trying to find his footing back to the stage.
But I will say that it felt like Zero was kind of adapting towards the end because he kind of understood, okay, he's going to try to get out of my combos as soon as he can with the up B. So as the set goes on, I'm wondering if Zero will punish those kind of up Bs and then trying to wait for the aerial drift a little bit harder even. So it's going to be interesting to see how this progresses.
Well, let's get ready for our grand finals. It'll be best 2 out of 3. We had the bracket reset. MKLeo taking on Zero. Let's see the character selection. Oh, Sonic versus Mario. Take me back to all my arguments in the 1990s right here, Vicky.
Oh my goodness, the ultimate battle, and what a great fitting battle at that here within our final grand finals match. And here we are, Sonic versus Mario, ladies and gentlemen, with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the screen. Where are we leaving right now, Vish?
This is crazy, man. You could not have picked these 2 more iconic characters for such a finals. It feels like Zero is, MKLeo is really controlling the center well, and he goes back to center, and because he has such speed with Sonic, he can just dash all the way back and punish Zero's movement. So he's already got a little bit of a lead.
Side grab into the throw by Zero, able to clear space out of MKLeo. Zero trying to move around MKLeo with that speed, gets that dash attack to connect. Oh, but there's the air dodge we talked about. Vicky able to recover in time.
Right.
Yeah, and unfortunately he had to resort to recovering early there, and he got hit by a forward smash, but he was still able to make it back onto the stage.
Right.
MKLeo with the 56% health advantage to Zero's 114 early on. Both fighters at 3 stocks.
Yeah, it just really feels like the MKLeo is content with just kind of keeping center stage. Oh, and a strong forward smash, but not quite enough percent. Trying to use the flood to push him off. Not enough. The drift, but gets the up smash on recovery like that. Zero.
Up smash from Zero clears things out, and you continue to look at the 3-2 stock advantage for Zero at this point. MK Leo and Sonic trying to connect with that forward smash back air. No good right there. Sonic able to miss right there, but the punish and the throw by Zero here, Vicky.
Yeah, and it's just as Vish said, Zero adapting to MKLeo and playing a lot more aggressively.
Yeah, I also feel like Zero's actually staying really grounded as opposed to jumping, because MKLeo would just kind of get those punishes while Zero is in the air, and Zero's just like, you know, I'm gonna stay in the ground and get these nice little ground combos and rack up some percent going into the stock.
The 1-2-3 jab on the edge guard, another down tilt to the edge guard, and Zero really doing a fine job staying grounded with Mario and getting those combos against MK Leo he wasn't able to get in the last game here, Vic.
Oh man, it really feels like it's hard to edgeguard Sonic just the way he bounced like that and goes all the way below and then gets the up B. Mario can't really do much, just kind of waiting for Sonic to get back. MK Leo with a nice little up throw there. Okay.
How about the aerial right there, Vish? Sonic doing a great job. MK Leo, it's now 2 stocks to 2. And if you're MK Leo, this is where you try to mount a comeback, but the grab and the side throw by Zero, that's gonna clear space. MK Leo can't recover in time, and now Vicky Zero's looking at a 2-to-1 stock advantage over MK Leo.
Similar situation as to what happened to Zero, now happening to Leo, but as you can see right here, he's not letting it falter him as he continuously tries to find a way to get in on him.
Yeah, I mean, just the grounded adaptation from Zero is so hard for Sonic to contend with. He tries to throw him up in the air and get some follow-ups that way, but it's just not really a Sonic strong suit, it looks like, in this matchup, to be grounded in that manner.
Sonic with the grab and the side throw, followed by the fair, was able to rack up some damage once again, getting another throw into some combo, and here comes the forward smash. That connects right there. Both fighters getting back on stage. MK Leo trying to mount a comeback, down 2-1 in the stocks. Unable to connect with the aerial there, able to connect on the ground, but once again, Zero with the grab and the side throw, Vicky.
It's actually quite interesting to see that Zero's actually trying to go for the perfect shield. This new mechanic now introduced within the new game where he lets go of shield at the perfect time to parry Sonic.
Yeah, the timing is really tight though, so it's very impressive that he's trying to go for it in this kind of juncture of the tournament. Oh, gets the pop-up, doesn't get the upper. They're back to neutral position.
Zero with the 2-to-1 stock advantage, trying to get as much damage on MK Leo as he can while he still has that 1 stock lead. MK Leo trying to, of course, nullify that and trying to make it even ground. Oh, but the up smash from Zero, not enough to clear things out. Still not enough here, Vicky.
Yeah, getting the back hit of the up smash right there. Tries to go for the frontal hit instead, but unfortunately, since it was so unsafe, MK Leo was able to shield grab him and send him out of there.
Grab by Zero. MK Leo at 120, both fighters at their final stock. Zero, fresh as a daisy right now with only 0%. Oh, Zero able to connect with that fair. Beautifully done right there. MK Leo trying to avoid the combo on the edge, rolling back right there, gets a chance to punish with the back throw. Unable to do anything else right there, Vish.
Oh, and he gets a couple great hits. Okay, great air dodge from Zero. He really needed that. It looked like he was in trouble with all those back airs that MK Leo was doing. Great. Nice little back air from Zero as well, but it is pretty difficult to edgeguard Zero. Oh my!
Reed! And no Reed with the up smash!
Oh my God, Kachi is slipping, rolling.
Zero gets the up smash. He takes the first game of our grand finals. Don't forget, best 2 out of 3. Zero needs 1 more game, and he will be our champion of the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. And what we saw there, and it's a good point that you pointed out there, Vish, we saw Zero doing a better job of staying grounded. He really got punished and damaged quite a bit by those aerials in the previous matchup against Sonic. Wasn't the case this time.
Yeah, I mean, just how much that Sonic was getting while Mario was in the air. Zero kind of saw that and he was like, you know what, if I just stay grounded, I can still start up some of my initiations with my up tilt into my up airs and even some of my throws. But Sonic has a much harder time, it looked like, to get those kind of same initiations. But even then, it was still really close towards the end, just almost with that edge guard from MK Leo with those couple back airs.
You talk about MK Leo and his ability to edge guard, but the air dodge by Zero was so critical. Vicky, tell us why.
Because at that moment, he recognized that MK Leo was going to try to go for something. So to avoid it, he had to maneuver himself around there. But because air dodge isn't the same way in this game, you don't want to be air dodging too much. Because if you air dodge from a high distance, there's so much lag. So you could possibly be ending your stock in an SD.
Well, let's get set for our next game here. MK Leo versus Zero. If Zero can get the victory here, he will be our champion. Which characters will they choose? Well, let's go ahead and just rack it up again. Mario versus Sonic. Zero controlling Mario, MK Leo controlling Sonic. and you get a chance to take a look at the different mechanics of the stage now.
Right.
What are we gonna expect to see here strategy-wise here, Vish?
I mean, it's a longer stage, so controlling center and controlling that mid platform is going to be better. It feels like because there are platforms, he can kind of get underneath Mario and get the initiations that Sonic is really looking for. So this could work out really well for him. We'll see how it goes.
And loser chooses the stage, so this was an interesting choice by MKLeo. You want to introduce some verticality to this level here, Vicky.
Yeah, this is a stage that is no stranger to us. Town and City finally showing itself. And MKLeo with the grab, and here's the follows. But wow, Zero falling with an aerial into a grab.
We see MKLeo getting back up on the ledge at this point, trying to do an edge guard punish. Oh, Zero able to take advantage of that. 3 straight connections on the juggle right there, followed by the up B, and he has a 70 to 92 advantage. Zero right now looking very strong. Once again, the forward smash, is it enough? No, MKLeo able to get back on the stage here, Vish.
Yeah, I mean, and I think just because the stage, the bottom part of the stage is so long, Sonic can just kind of traverse that way quicker. And wow, what a great recovery option, doing up air and then doing another up B into up air. That actually keeps the ledge so safe. I'd be scared to edge guard if I were Zero going down there.
MKLeo getting back on the stage, but staring at a 148% damage right now. Zero just at 88, and there comes the smash from Zero, Vicky.
And there's a parry that you just saw right there, the perfect shield coming out of Zero, and you could recognize that Zero's always at an advantage whenever he keeps MKLeo guessing of what option he should do off the ledge.
For sure, for sure.
MKLeo at 19%, Zero at 120, 3-2 stock advantage for Zero. Here we go, MKLeo with the back throw. Is it going to be enough? No, Zero able to get back on stage, but that spring catches him in mid-air, and how about that edge guard, Vish?
That's really smart. We've seen him try to do that earlier where the spring has a hitbox as it falls down there, and that one actually worked out perfectly against Mario's style of recovery. I like it.
MKLeo getting juggled a little bit in the air, but you see those platforms are now back. Zero trying to edge guard right there. MKLeo getting back on. MKLeo rolling out of the couple of aerials thrown out by Zero, able to get the nice up smash. Zero coming down to earth right now at this point, and then here comes yet another combo here, Vish.
Oh man, and again, just that up air off from recovery just keeps him safe while he gets back on stage. It's actually a really great recovery option. Knocks him off, tries to read drift in, but Zero doesn't bite, actually aerialing in instead, keeping himself safe. Oh. Gets the up air.
Grab into the down throw earlier by MKLeo. Zero trying to hold things down on the ground, avoiding matching MKLeo in the air. And Vicky, you seen that strategy is working pretty well for Zero here early on.
Yeah, since he was trying to catch Leo with the up smash, instead Leo caught him with his forward smash, showing him what the fist has to say.
Don't let me catch you sleeping right there. MKLeo with a 2-1 stock lead, however, at 131% damage, trying to get as much as he can, playing with house money at this point, trying to force a Game 3 in our grand finals. Zero, meanwhile, has to eliminate 2 more stocks. Can MKLeo get back on? But Vicky, we see the recovery, and now it's 1 stock each. If Zero can get the KO here, he will be our champion, Vish.
I really feel like as the set progresses, we're seeing these harder and harder reads with these huge smash attacks. I mean, they're not really crazy fast, so it must really have an understanding of who they're playing against and where exactly they're going to be during their trajectories.
MKLeo with a couple of juggles right there. Zero on the side of the screen, getting a chance to recover here, Vicky. And you look at what's at stake with 1 stock left here for each fighter.
Jordan, this is a perfect representation of momentum at its finest. MKLeo really showing that confidence as he continues to follow Zero up in the air, and another grab. He is sent off the left side of the stage. Can he make it back safely, though?
Yeah, and then MKLeo just kind of keeping a little bit outside the range of any kind of hitboxes that Zero can do off the stage, and he gets the back air in the middle of the stage, and this is going to Game 3, guys.
Let's get some extra Super Smash Brothers Ultimate here. It is now 1-1, and we go to a winner-take-all decisive Game 3 for what we saw there from MKLeo and Sonic. The addition of the platforms in that level really seemed to help with that vertical game, because if you were Mario and Zero and you tried to stay grounded, you still had a chance to get juggled in the air by MKLeo.
As Vish pointed out, the platforms actually allowed MKLeo to take advantage of the platform pressure that he was applying to Zero. Although it seemed very close up until the very last stock, Leo was able to carry his momentum and take Game 2.
Oh my God, I gotta give a shout out to both these competitors for giving us the most possible matches that we could have at this Invitational, going all the way down to the last game. I'm so excited, man.
Well, we've had an unbelievable crowd. Is everybody ready for Game 3, Grand Finals, Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018? It all comes down to this between MKLeo. Can the youngster dethrone Zero, or will Zero look to repeat it yet another invitational? It's Mario versus Sonic. Zero, the loser of the last game, choosing to go with the completely flat final destination here, Vish.
Right, and it's exactly like we were talking about before. It just felt like his grounded game was really powered up with this kind of stage, and he was just forced into the air a little bit more with that previous one. Makes sense to me in terms of a counterpick for Zero.
Early going here, no major advantage for either fighter. Zero at 35, MKLeo at 26. Both fighters, it seems like Vicky a little cautious and just making sure that they distance themselves from each other.
Yeah, this is a neutral as well, so you see Leo is just trying to be a little bit more defensive, does not want to land the first hit as he recognizes Zero's trying to go for the more aggressive approach here. A lot of rolls coming from Leo, which we've established isn't the best idea, but you can tell he's feeling very confident in keeping those rolls going and keeping Zero up in the air.
You see the forward air from MKLeo going out. Both fighters still relatively the same health percentage. And you look at MKLeo, gotta try and put some pressure on Zero because you have to match that aggressiveness here, Fish.
Yeah, and I like the movements that they're doing. They're not being too committal with any of their attacks. They're kind of dashing and then stopping their dash with their shield so they can immediately act out of it as best they can. They either get a shield grab or they can jump out and do an aerial. Oh, he goes all the way out there. I like the quick up B from MKLeo. It kind of avoids the back air that Zero was trying.
It's Zero giving MKLeo a taste of his own medicine with some aerials leading to some juggle combos, and now it's 115 MKLeo, 78-0. Both fighters 3 stocks as the winner will be your champion of the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. Zero looking to recover. Oh, able to avoid the spring there, Vicky.
Yeah, good avoidance there coming from Zero, but he still finds himself off stage. Leo applying so much pressure for the spring, and that tech! Fish!
Oh my god, that tech was amazing. I mean, he's been seeing that the up B spring is going to be coming out there, so he was definitely expecting it. He was just ready for it. And Zero's again off of the ledge. Zero is reading MKLeo with so many up smashes, gets the KO. He's up a little bit.
Another grab into a side throw from Zero. He's up 3 stocks to 2, trying to make the most that he can with this. MKLeo with the grab and the forward throw. Not enough to clear Zero out of the arena at this point. Trying to edge guard. Both fighters being very technical about what they're trying to do. Oh, another grab by MKLeo into the back throw here, Fish.
Oh my god, yeah, really, really cautious play, especially on the ledge. You're just like, what is he gonna do? Am I gonna get red again? I don't want to get smashed one more time in this finals.
The patience, though, displayed from Zero. He was trying to get the read with a down smash. Notice he still has all 3 stocks. He is at 151, though, so MKLeo's going to try to go for those back airs a little bit more often or catch a jump with an up smash.
Once again, another grab into a forward throw by MKLeo, but you see Zero able to rack up damage after damage on MKLeo with the 3-2 stock advantage. Zero still staying alive at 163. Both these fighters, it's been back and forth throughout this entire tournament, and beautiful aerial right there, Fish.
Yeah, you can really feel like the pace of this last match was a bit slower and a little bit more methodical. They're kind of just waiting and trying to punish, trying to see where the air dodges come out, seeing where the recoveries are come out. Like there, Zero got a great backer on the right side of the stage there. Just trying to control center is working out so well for the... Oh my god!
Oh, Sonic tried to do the down air, but the up smash by Mario trumps that. And now it's 175 to 19, but Zero with the 3-1 stock lead here, Vicky.
Yeah, Zero with the up smash uncontested, but MKLeo with the back air finally taking Zero's first stop.
That was so smart from Zero because that's one of the few options Sonic has on coming down like that. And he hadn't used it thus far, but that was just the hardest, coldest read I've seen.
Zero is just 1 KO away from becoming your champion. MKLeo staring a 2-1 deficit in the face. Side throw by Zero. MKLeo trying to recover. Zero missing with a couple of those aerials right there. Both fighters, a couple of glancing blows. MKLeo gets back on the stage, able to punish with the smash, Vicky.
Yeah, which punch is going to hit first as MKLeo now tosses Zero off stage. Although he does have 91% on his last stock, he's going to probably want to play a little bit more safely.
Yeah, he really needs to, just with the percent that he has. He's got to really make every single recovery count. He's got to get back to center as best he can. This is not a great position. It's not worked out really well for MKLeo while he's getting off the ledge. Zero's read him many, many times. Oh my goodness.
Keep an eye out for that up smash from Zero. Sonic and MKLeo at 121. Zero can smell a championship. Just has to connect with one more critical hit here. Trying to block, gets the forward there. Is it enough? No. MK Leo getting back on the stage. Zero trying to close this thing out. Side throw against MK Leo. Still not enough. But here it is. And that is it. Your champion, Zero, able to get the victory over MK Leo. And he is your champion of the Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018.
How does he keep doing it, man? How does he win every invitation? How does he get back all the way to finals, bringing out the scarf, bringing out the Mario? This guy cannot be stopped. He is just so good.
And it took the third game of the grand finals, Vicky, and you look at how well matched both these players are, how well respected they are in the community, and it's certainly a treat for everybody that got a chance to watch that.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, seeing Zero with another streak here with the Super Smash Brothers Invitational. I want to know who's been giving Zero these notes, because what a fantastic showcase, Vish.
Oh my God, is Smash Brothers in this guy's blood? How is he so good at it? I mean, he's just born to play. This guy is a contender. I really love the adaptation throughout the set from both of these competitors. They really showed us what high level potentially could look like in this game, and it was a really great showing, honestly. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Like you said, a tremendous showing of skill that we saw from both Zero and MK Leo and all of our fighters. But now let's get set for our award ceremony, and for that, let's bring him out again, the creator of the Super Smash Brothers series. Put your hands together for Mr. Sakurai.
Zero do it every time.
And what a treat for everybody here at the Belasco Theater. We have medals for both of our finalists here. And let's begin with our second place finisher, MK Leo. As the crowd chants Sakurai, you see the love from this community for the creator. But let's go ahead and get started with our award ceremony right here. We have a couple of medals for our participants here. Let's begin with our second place finisher. Please give a big round of applause for MK Leo. And we had to get to the final game of our grand finals, but we have a champion. Give it up for Zero. And not only does our champion get a medal, but we also have a trophy for our champion. So let's go ahead and bring that out, our Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018 Championship Trophy, presented by Mr. Sakurai himself, to our champion, Zero.
Oh. That is a beautiful trophy. Oh my gosh.
Gorgeous.
Just a wonderful display. Now let's hand it over to Mr. Sakurai for a few words.
Zero は本当に強いな。
Zero, you are really good.
選手の皆さんに入場してもらいましょう。Please come in.
Let's ask the players who participated to come out on stage.
So, 皆さんお楽しみいただけましたでしょうか。
So, did you enjoy the show?
実は皆さん忘れているかもしれませんが、このゲームは未完成品です。
And I don't know if you remember, but this game is not yet done.
私は正直どれだけ不具合が出るんじゃないか、止まるんじゃないかと、心配しながら見ていました。
And honestly, I was really scared that, oh my God, there's going to be a bug, it's going to freeze up. I was really scared.
ちなみにこの試合を見ていて不具合を2、3見つけてしまいました。
And speaking of which, I did find already 2 or 3 bugs while watching this tournament.
製品が出るまでに直します。
I'll be sure to fix it in the production version.
Yeah.
それにしてもまだ制作をしている最中のゲームなのになんて上手にプレイするんだろうなと思いましたね。
But I was really impressed at how well you guys played, despite this being a game in development.
ただし、このゲームのバランスも日々変わっていきますし、開発中に日々変わっていきますし、また、今作ならではのルールを覚えると挙動もどんどん違ってくると思います。
And this game is constantly being adjusted, and the balancing is constantly being adjusted during development. And as you learn the new rule sets for this game, I think what you can do with this game will change as well.
だからさっさと完成できるように、日本にすぐに帰ろうと思います。今日深夜便で帰って朝に日本に到着しすぐに仕事します。
So with that said, I need to go back home to Japan and get working. So I'm going to take a midnight flight tonight and start work tomorrow morning.
This guy's too good.
だから皆さんどうぞ。Thank you. Thank you. どうぞ発売を楽しみにしてください。ありがとうございました。
And with that said, I hope you're all looking forward to the release of this game. Thank you very much.
All right, let's give it up one more time for Mr. Sakurai and all of our players that took place in the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. 8 of the finest players representing 6 countries. We came down to an unbelievable grand finals. The atmosphere here at the Belasco Theater was absolutely electric. And that concludes a wonderful double.
Win that, you know, and next thing you know, he ends up dropping that stock and just cannot get that momentum back throughout the entirety of the second game, thus being out of this tournament. However, we are going to see who's left in the tournament. Let's go ahead and see that bracket real quick as we get into our last match that Ethan C and Sam S about to come up.
Yes, Milton, Ryan, and Evan move along, so I guess if your name ends in an N, you're most likely moving on. So let's see if Ethan can keep the streak alive or if Sam can break things up here. Sam versus Ethan as we get set for our 4th and final match in this opening round of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Arcadian Teen Tournament here in San Diego. And we've got Ethan as a Little Mac and Sam going as Ike. So it's fists versus blades as we get set for another matchup in Jungle Japes. And you figure Little Mac, not the greatest character in the air. So if I'm Ike and Sam, do I try to look for the higher ground the majority of this match?
Well, I feel like if you are Ike, yeah, and Sam, you're either gonna stay here on the perch because you know he's gonna have to jump over there at some point in time, or yeah, you're gonna try to stay on those platforms. Now, Ike definitely adept at fighting, but Little Mac on the ground is always gonna be a scary monster.
We see Sam with that side B getting Ike back on the stage. Both fighters relatively same health percentage at this point as they're both fully and healthy with 3 stocks, and neither one really taking the advantage aggression-wise. It seems like they're both exchanging blows, but look for that super punch ready to go for Little Mac.
You can see him trying to line it up, too. He didn't do a single move after that KO punch got lined up. He was just waiting for Sam to either give him an ill-advised roll, and he was going to try to catch it. Either way, though, does not get it to connect, and now Sam lives to see another day on this stock.
Sam connecting with a couple of up Bs. Little Mac trying to connect with some dash punches on the ground, and that's enough to send Ike off the right-hand side of your screen. 3-2 lead for Ethan early on in this one.
And the good thing about Ethan and his character is I'm pretty sure that Little Mac still has super armor on his smashes, so he is able to kind of just run through things if he feels like an attack is coming out, and he is able to get it out and also get a KO. However, not positioned to do anything right there. That up smash from Ike is going to take that stock and even it back up.
That up smash takes up so much of a hitbox, whether it's in front of Ike or on top of Ike. There's so much ground that it covers, so very devastating move right there. Executed precisely by Sam. That side B getting him back on the stage. Little Mac trying to connect with a couple of punches, but both fighters relatively evenly matched in this matchup.
Yeah, man, just a slew of fists out here from Little Mac. None of them seeming to connect over Ike and Little Mac. Both characters that are able to dish out a lot of damage with a single hit. So that is something that both our competitors are going to have to watch out for, man. Every hit seems to matter here. Wow. Okay, there it is, that fire up smash. That means he got a very nice sweet spot on that.
The uppercut coming in from Little Mac. Both fighters, 2 stocks, health advantage for Ethan in this one. Trying to get on to the semifinals, and another properly executed smash attack from Ethan. He takes the 2-1 stock advantage.
Yeah, that was good stuff from Ethan this time around. You kind of see him throwing that out quite a bit. That Jolt Haymaker, that side special right there, that is a nice move for recovery as well in this game, but also it's just a clean move for KOs because it's super strong. However, another thing that you notice about Little Mac, he does not have the greatest of recoveries, and that has been true since his inception in Super Smash Bros. 4.
No, he does not. So you see him losing that stock, and now it's 1-1, but Ike, unfortunately, that side B not executed at the right time, so he careens down the waterfall. Little Mac getting the early victory in this one. So now it's 1-0 as we take a look at what we have going on here in our second game. Ethan needs one more victory here to move on to the semifinals, but it seems like we probably won't see a character switch because both fighters, neither one of them really had a strong advantage in that matchup like we saw in these other matchups between the players here.
Yeah, that was pretty down the middle. You know, that was unfortunate that he was a little low on his recovery to kind of keep that match going. I think if he would have let that side B go earlier, he might have drifted to the ledge and grabbed it, but he let it go a little late, was under the ledge, wasn't able to grab it. So let's see if he is able to adjust, his recovery angles here in this next game, and maybe his plan of attack. It was even, but that doesn't mean that someone can't pull away in this next game. As we kind of saw in that last set before us, where someone was in the lead, and then the other person ends up, just straight up surpassing them and then taking over the rest of their set. So here we are into our second game, though. I actually get a switch of, well, I guess a switch of the outfit.
Wardrobe change, yeah, hoodie hat. We got hoodie hat going on right now. Ethan is Little Mac. He's got the 1-0 match lead right now. If he can get this game, he'll go ahead and move on to semifinals. But there goes Sam with that side B once again. You see that lot? Oh, TK.
Can we talk about how
filthy. Can we talk about how filthy that was?
Sam absolutely taking no hits in that first stock, and you can just see that the hitbox difference really paying off for him that time around. He really walled him off the side with just forward airs because he could not jump over it. And then that strong up smash. I mean, Ike is just such a powerhouse.
A couple of jabs coming in from Ethan as Little Mac as he faces a 3-2 stock deficit against Sam. Sam trying to even this up at 1-1, but a flurry of punches sends Sam off the left-hand side of the screen. Sam deciding to take the higher ground, dropping down, trying to throw out a neutral air. No luck right there, but connects with another aerial. And Ethan doing a great job of blocking and trying to counter, but once again, both fighters so evenly matched in the neutral game.
That is very true. Now you're starting to see Ethan opt to go for Little Mac's version of the counter here. The thing is, the Little Mac's counter, the way that it moves, he actually steps back before he moves forward. So if you're trying to catch him in the air, more often than not, you'll be able to hit the ground and just avoid that attack altogether. Still, though, avoiding some damage. So we'll give him that.
Sam getting back on stage with that side B and connecting with a lot of fairs and up airs here with Ike, using that huge hitbox of the sword to his advantage.
All right, there it is. That F-tilt is going to go ahead and take Sam's first stock, but Sam immediately realizes, oh, he's going to be pressured. He's probably going to roll the up smash. He's going to cover it.
That up smash, just like a dog's been man's best friend for Sam in this one right now.
That is very true.
2-1 stock advantage for Sam, trying to force a game 3 in this matchup between these two. Oh! You see the counter coming in.
Yeah, that's going to be big for both of them, to be honest, because as I said, both of these characters are such strong characters that if you do get a counter, whatever you're countering will most likely be a strong attack right back on them.
Sam using a lot of short hop aerials to wall off Ethan as Little Mac, but Little Mac trying to find his spots to get in there. Oh, Little Mac coming face to face with the side B. Comes out the victor in that one, and Little Mac with that super punch ready to go. Will we see it, but misses for the second time already. Oh, and how about the block and the punish by Sam?
Yeah, see, I think that's going to be a little bit of a thing that the Little Macs will have to get used to. That is unfortunate for Sam. Yet another stock kind of getting dropped from being too low. But yeah, that's something that the Little Macs are going to have to get used to. The change from Smash 4 to this, I feel like the hitbox has been shifted a little bit. So you're going to have to figure out exactly how far you need to be from the opponent. But look at the comeback here. Uh-oh.
Ethan is trying to grind in this one. He was down 90-0 as far as health here finally, but he's come storming back, and now it's evenly matched. One stock left. Ethan trying to close this one out. Sam trying to hang on and force a game 3. Both fighters exchanging blows. Oh! But the up smash once again from Sam. Give me 1, not 2, but 3 of them to take this game, and now we get set for a game 3 here, TK.
That was a close one, man. That just down to the wire, and like the way that he was coming back, the way he was coming back, I was for sure that he had all the momentum on his side. Unfortunately, just hung out on that platform a little too long, and that Ike just felt the need. He felt the need for the third up smash.
Ethan and Sam going to a game 3, trying to find their spot in the semifinals here. You figure we'll see the two same fighters because it's been so evenly matched throughout both of these games here.
Yeah.
Ethan going as Little Mac. Are we going to see a change from Sam? Most likely not. Looks like we'll go with Ike. You got the victory there. Why mess with something if it ain't broken at this point? And it seems like if you are Ethan, you're on the lookout. Up smash, up smash, up smash, up smash. You want to be careful. You want to look out for that against Ike.
Yeah, and I think right now Sam's biggest thing is, watching out for Ethan dropping that. He's been dropping a lot of super armor on him. The reason why he was able to beat some of those side Bs is because, again, Little Mac, when he is throwing out his smashes, they have super armor, so he's able to power through an attack and still hit you. And you kind of saw him trying to employ that every time Sam was going for recovery.
And Sam really utilizing those short hops, whether it's into some aerial attacks or even a counter, short hop into counter to really try and catch Ethan in the middle of some of those smash attacks, in the middle of some of those fast, powerful attacks as well, too. And that seemed to be working very well for Sam over these first 2 games.
That's very true. Oh, okay, yeah, you got to get behind that. You actually use the F smash angle down, which does a lot of shield damage, or a lot of damage in general if it hits you.
However, Ethan unable to recover, and now it's 3-2 stock advantage for Sam in this third and decisive game, but Ethan able to connect right there. Sam hanging on. Ethan trying to patrol the bottom. Sam being very careful about when he jumps down. Another short hop into an aerial, waits until the counter window cools down. Able to punish right there. A grab off the recovery, and here we see the edge guarding.
You get a double counter right there.
Yeah.
Everyone shook on the left side. So, but yeah, this is still some great gameplay coming in from Sam. He's honestly just trying to keep Little Mac in his most disadvantageous position. That is basically off stage and in the air. So,
Little Mac getting the KO and had a super punch ready to go, but that cooled off. Ike once again punishing on some of that window of opportunity after those smash attacks get done, and here it is, 2-1. Sam's got Ethan down to his final stock. Sam trying to find his spot in the semifinals, and the counter off the short hop.
Big counter right there. I mean, he saw the charge coming, so honestly, if Ethan is paying attention, he should start charging those smashes just a little longer. I mean, you have a lot of time to charge it in this game, and if he feels like he's going to get countered, he will be able to get a full charge smash just by charging a little more to let the counter go away.
A bevy of fares being thrown out by Sam as he tries to keep Ethan at bay, but no! There comes the super punch, and we're down to our final stock here between Sam and Ethan, trying to find a spot in the semifinals.
Yeah, man, you are not allowed to do anything to that super punch defensive outside of getting out the way. You could not block that. You saw just go right through that shield and go ahead and take that stock. So here we are, the recovery. Go ahead and get the hit and also back onto the stage.
Ethan, though, at 123%, so you know if you get connected by that up tilt that we see, you are a goner and done for the tournament. Sam looking for his window of opportunity, but you know how quickly Ethan can come back and rack up that damage.
That's very true. Down to the wire, though, as we said, you can actually see Ethan smoking. He's in that. He's got a little rage on him right now, so his moves will be hitting a little farther than usual. And honestly, I think he's got him in a smash range. Oh, watch out, that neutral air almost finishing it off.
Neutral air not enough right here. Ethan moving left and right on the ground. Sam trying to find that short hop opportunity that he's found so much success with in this matchup. Who's going to be the first one to break and who will connect? Oh, but there it is by Sam. And you knew that the dice was rolled by both of them at that point.
Yeah, that was a clean. I'm closing my eyes, dice roll right there. Like, I don't even want to see the results. He walked in with the dash attack as he was charging. If that smash would have been let off in time, he would have just powered through that dash attack and finished him off. So that was do or die from both our competitors right there. What a match.
Sam battles from the brink to find a spot in the semifinals, and now we get a chance to see our 4 fighters that are looking for a spot in those grand finals. You take a look at the updated bracket. You have Milton taking on Ryan with an O in our first semifinal matchup, and then Evan versus Sam. And so you're going to see different player combinations here, but I really like the approach from Sam. The short hop to set up everything with Ike, because he knew if I'm staying on the ground in this neutral game against Little Mac, I don't stand a chance. I need to do something to get into the air, to set myself up, use some of those attacks to have a much larger hitbox.
Yeah, I mean, he also employed a lot of grabs in that last game because he saw that every time that Little Mac had hit back to the stage, or Ethan hit back to the stage, that he was going to block. So instead of just attacking his shield, he was like, well, okay, I'll just throw you off stage. I'll put you back in a disadvantageous position, and then we're just going to restart that whole circle over and over where you think you're safe, and I grab you and put you back off stage.
Well, that up smash getting Sam his first victory in game 2. We didn't see that really come out in game 3. You figured if Ethan had a chance to learn something from game 2, it was to avoid that. He did, however, Ethan unable to avoid elimination. But let's get you set for our first semifinal action. The crowd is juiced here in San Diego as we get a chance to continue along with this Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Arcadian Teen Tournament. Milton taking on Ryan with an O. Milton going as Corrin and Ryan with an O, using that Ness. And we saw such great gameplay from Ness, using a lot of aerials. Let's see how Milton can counter that.
It's unfortunate for Ethan though, because like had he made it, we would have had the all-in, all-in of the end of the name final right here. But he just kind of let him down, and just like getting let down, looks like that recovery. No, Ryan giving up the homie stocks. We doing this? The homie stocks? Oh no, man. Well, I never like seeing the homie stock given up, because I've seen a lot of people actually lose games off of that. So here we are, though. Let's see if Ryan's able to keep that composure. I mean, he did give it up, but he was playing quite well in that first round, so I don't want to count him out by any means.
Milton and Ryan down to 2 stocks here. Milton, however, can't get through the defenses of Ryan, and Ryan, we know, has that super aggressive play style with Ness.
Yeah. That is very true, but this is the thing, though. I feel like this is not a stage where you're allowed. Milton, he had that game plan where he was standing on a place where it was super advantageous for him, but disadvantageous for someone to try to approach. And I do not see that on the stage that we're on right now, Frigate Orpheon. Not really a stage where you're allowed to sit anywhere super safely.
Now Milton is the one applying the pressure, chasing Ryan all over the map and finding a lot of success as Ryan's looking to try and regain his ground to become the aggressor in this one. Able to counter right there. Here comes that PK Thunder. Is it enough? Milton unable to recover, and Ryan going to take a 2-1 stock lead.
And I'm surprised Milton actually went for that side B. He did end up tagging the stage, which would have allowed him to up B a little later and possibly just land on that top platform, but instead he went for that side B, maybe tried to stick the stage and just kick his way back on. Didn't work out in his favor, though.
Ryan using that PK Fire to set up a lot of combinations. Can Ryan recover with the PK Thunder? Is it enough? No. 1-1. Final stock in this first game in the semifinals between Ryan and Milton. Both fighters trying to find the advantage. We've seen aggressive play styles from both of them, but who will be the first one to gain the upper hand?
Yeah, and you can see Milton still trying to find a spot just on the stage where he's allowed to stand and kind of force you to come in him, but you saw Ryan actually just throwing those PK Fires over the ledge. PK Fire actually not even completely vertical. It does kind of slope down a little bit on the ground. So he was possibly able to hit the top of his shield just from where he was standing.
Ryan really utilizing those fairs and nairs to move in and apply that pressure against Milton. Not enough right there to send Milton off the stage. Milton trying to recover, and that'll do it. Ryan taking the first game, and both players very aggressive. And in the middle of the match, you saw Milton start to take more of that momentum, but Ryan as Ness, as we've talked about, those aerials he's so adept with, and then setting things up with that PK Fire.
Yeah, man. So he actually gave up the homie stock, but did not stop him from taking the actual first game here. So let's see if he is able to take another one, get himself into the grand finals. Hopefully no one drops any stocks, without reason. Hopefully we get a full 3 stock game here this time around.
Well, it talks about the community right there. We've spoken about it before. It's a very fair, inviting, welcoming community, and rather than trying to punish Milton for falling off the stage, Ryan being a gentleman and saying, hey, listen, I understand that wasn't something you were trying to do. Let's make it 2-2 and give ourselves a clean match here.
Hey, look, man, it's a tournament, okay? You wanna drop your stocks, you can do that on your own time,
no,
okay? Yeah, no love for me, man. You wanna drop your stocks, you do it on your own time.
I'm trying to be the nice guy right there, so I'll keep that in mind whenever we go against each other sometime here, TK. Let me write that down. Don't fall off the stage. TK will be a buster. Let's get set for a second game here. Corrin and Ness, no changes in characters right now. Milton trying to apply much more pressure. We saw that using those aerials, dashing in, being able to link together some of those jab combos.
Yeah, and it seems like Ryan, though, he's always able to get that forward air off of that down throw follow-up. Now, I think if Milton holds out, he is possibly able to get far enough away, so you do have to directionally influence yourself away from your opponent and kind of get as far away from as possible.
And that's what you're seeing from Ryan. Whenever he's moving on the map, he always has either a fair or nair if he's in midair, or he's got some type of attack out in front of him. So you have to be really careful, really defensive as he approaches you, because you know he's going to be throwing out an attack.
Yeah. Look at this, though. Ryan always coming down onto the ground with an attack this time around, but it looks like he was able, or still going to eat a punish right there with those jabs. Sneaks that back air in there. Ooh, okay, that was close. I'm not even sure if he was still able to counter that. I think if Ryan would have held that just a little bit, he would have connected with that almost full charge PK Flash. However, side B, that pin very strong right at the end, and it's actually a tipper. So if you get that tipper hit, you send people flying a lot farther.
Oh, Milton's got Ryan pinned against the wall, and jab after jab. Can Ryan's shield hold on? Oh, a couple of perfect shields. Milton looking for the shield break, but no. A couple of perfect shields back and forth. And how about the defensive capabilities of Ryan to get out of that trap?
Ryan, he was actually trying to make an Evo moment right there. Shout out to Justin Wall again.
Right? Oh, yeah. We all remember that one.
Oh, that was close. But either way, good stuff. He ends up getting out there with minimal damage taken, and on top of that, ends up taking that stock. So get himself right back to the game. Look how much damage he just delivered with 2 attacks.
PK fire into the down throw. We've seen that time and time again with Ryan and Ness, utilizing that to a huge advantage. 2-2 stock at this point. You've got Ryan with the 1-game lead, trying to find his spot in the finals. And we see Milton, that aggression here with Corrin paying off as he's chasing Ryan down across the map.
That's very true. Again, though, Ryan, no slouch with these back airs. He's been hitting a lot of those. He's been able to keep the pressure up. Also been able to cross up Milton on his way down so that he can land behind him, not get shield grab for hitting his shield. Thus forcing Milton to have to do a different option after shield.
Ryan finding the right positioning from Milton, not trying to chase him down, but looking for those opportunities in the air. Oh, that PK Thunder will be enough. Milton able to get through that and avoid it. Nicely done. Ryan getting back on stage with that PK Thunder. There's the chance to punish, and you saw it. Milton saw the pitch coming down the plate and knocked it out of the park.
Oh yeah, clean up smash right there from Milton. Not going to waste any time. You know, you're actually kind of stuck in the air for a little bit in that final position of PK Thunder 2, so he was sitting there like a bullseye, basically.
PK Thunder trying to rain down on Milton. Milton being very patient at this point. 2-1 stock advantage. Milton trying to get a game to send us to a 3rd game in this semifinal matchup. Ryan trying to make the comeback. A KO here would go a long way towards evening things up.
Very true. So look, you can kind of see him kind of lining it up, man. And Milton knows what exactly Ryan is looking for, which is most likely that back throw. You know, his back's to the wall. You end up getting grabbed, and there it is. Not enough, though. Not close enough. I mean, that was exactly what he was looking for there, but just did not have enough damage to actually get that to convert to a KO.
Milton gets back on the stage, and we see this in every match, that critical 2-1 stock advantage lead. How much damage can you do before it's even stock? And Milton able to get 43 on Ness, so you figure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing at this time.
Yeah, you kind of see Ryan really showing his hand. I mean, he's kind of running up and shielding, and that's going to be something that Milton's going to have to watch out for. Not really able to throw out those Dragon Fang shots because of the fact that Ness can't absorb them and get some of that health back.
And Milton replicating what he was doing in Jungle Japes, finding the lower ground and trying to bait in Ryan. That PK Thunder connecting. Milton still staying alive, close to 160. Ryan being very patient, much more defensive now. We saw an aggressiveness, but now being very patient, and now it's 1 stock each. And you figure here's where you're going to see Ryan become a little bit more aggressive.
Yes, very true. I mean, he had to just find a way to get that stock off. Finally did it. I feel like he was definitely showing his hand with the way he was running in and just shielding, kind of waiting for Milton to hit his shield so he can grab him. But, oh, okay, hold on.
Trying to do it twice, but no luck there. A couple of PK fires has Ryan in the driver's seat now in the final stock for both fighters. If Ryan can get a KO, he moves on to the finals. Not enough there. Is the PK Thunder going to set him up? Unable to connect with an aerial. Milton applying a little bit more pressure, but is playing with fire. The throw still not enough. PK Thunder missing right there. Ryan completely has turned this thing around, TK.
Yeah, that's going to be it. Just barely. I mean, you can see it again in the top right that you saw the mini-map show up to kind of show you if he's going to actually hit the blast zone or not. But it was just barely passing that blast zone for him to get that KO on that back throw.
Ryan with an O, and I love the shift in play style. We had a chance when we talked to the professional players at the Super Smash Bros. Invitational. They talked about how you have to change your play style. You just can't stick to one style the entire match. And we saw Ness really change to a much more defensive mindset when he was down 2-1. And then once it became 1 stock each, you saw him really become aggressive, and that's what turned the tide of this match.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, he was looking for a way to just get that stock off with minimal damage on his last stock, so that way he was able to set up for the comeback. And because of that, that is why he went so defensive. He wanted to take it slow. He didn't want to just throw moves out and then end up getting punished for throwing out those risky but super powerful moves such as the smashes. And then after he got that stock, you saw him turn on the jets. I mean, a huge combo right there. The 2 PK fires into the PK flash. I haven't seen that move hit since like 2005, man. I promise you, man, it's been a long time. So good stuff to Ryan. or yeah, Ryan for moving on right there. Good
Ryan
stuff.
with an O, moving back 2005. You were probably rocking a tall tee back then.
Yeah,
in a
man.
throwback jersey. Let's take
The
a
Air
look at the
Force
updated
Ones.
bracket here as we have our first player in the finals. Ryan with an O. We keep calling him that. We love him. As we get set for Evan versus Sam in our second and final semifinal matchup. And we saw Sam really battle back with Ike as he was taking on Little Mac, controlled by Ethan. Evan, a 2-0 victory against Aljon. So that Ganondorf versus Ike, a couple of big-time sword-wielding characters here.
Yeah, man.
And we know that both of them can do just a great job of being aggressive as well, too. So I'm really interested to see how this one plays out.
Oh yeah, I mean this is definitely the battle of the strong boys right here. I mean Ganon's so strong he feels like he only needs to use his sword for 3 attacks. Like it's just, like how do you justify being that strong? So, we'll find out right here, right now. As we are right back on the frigate Orpheon. We're gonna see how this one plays out. Evan just trying to find some space, but Sam throwing out all of this match. He actually gets his jump taken right there. Luckily for him, Ike with a pretty good horizontal recovery within that side B.
Ooh. Oh, Ganon. How about the aerials we're seeing from Ganon over the last couple of matches from Evan? He's done a great job of moving around with Ganon, making himself very difficult to defend against. Oh, TK.
He walked through and he just kicked him right back out that front door. Man, that was a
Go
quick
back to where you came
turnaround.
from here. Evan, 3-2 stock advantage against Sam. Sam trying to connect. There's that up smash that's been so effective for Sam. He cleared things out in that second game against Ethan, courtesy of that. And we saw the short hop aerials really being deployed by Sam, but not so much this time against Ganon, because Ganon really just powering through a lot of the moves we've seen by Sam, but oh, not enough recovery there as we're now down to 2 stocks each.
Yeah, man. I was actually wondering what Sam was doing on the left side when the platform was a little under, but he was actually using that as a way to, basically he's kind of almost sharking. And he was just under the stage, but if Ganon actually walked over there, he would have been hit out by one of those up airs. And then he immediately comes back to the back air. Ganon, though, putting the pressure on, hit him with yet another Sparta kick, but this time he's able to recover.
Forward air followed by the neutral air as Sam tries to approach with those short hops that he was so well known for. We knew we would see them come back out. We knew we would.
Oh, yeah.
Sam trying to use the large hitbox of that sword to space himself from Evan. Evan being a little bit patient below, but once again, another aerial from Ganon. Oh, perfectly timed on the side B from Sam.
Yeah, that was perfect time to avoid getting hit by that up tilt a little earlier, and I think that would have been a trade, and it would not been favorable for Sam by any means. However, he's trying to even it up real quick. The up throw into the up air, not enough.
2-1 stock advantage for Evan. Trying to win this first game in the semifinals. Sam trying to find a comeback. Figure Sam will play a little bit more defensive at this point. Look for his opportunities because you know they're going to be there. You're going to avoid those powerful attacks from Ganon.
Yeah. Evan actually getting away with a little bit right here. You're not actually able to grab the ledge twice and keep invincibility. And it doesn't matter if it's 2 different ledges. You have to touch the ground first before you're able to get invincibility back. And he's been double tapping those ledges on the right side. Either way, though, Sam able to get himself a stock and even it up actually straight up. Both these guys fresh on their last stocks. First hit getting awarded to Evan.
Oh, grab into the kick. Evan trying to string together a couple of powerful moves here to rack up the damage against Sam, shielding at this point. Sam picking and choosing his spots, but that kick has been so effective for Evan and Ganondorf. Sam trying to take the higher ground. Short hops into aerials have been the secret for success for Sam. Gets 3 in a row right there, TK.
Oh, man, and this is looking a little rough right now for Evan. Now he's now off stage, but yeah, there's no ledge there when the stage is connected, and unfortunate for him, that stage just got back to full-on, full stage platform mode. Woo.
And we discussed how these stages sometimes really keep these characters on their toes because this is a flat Final Destination that we're so used to playing.
Yeah.
You have all this variety and variables that come out from these stages here, and it's thrown these competitors off at sometimes. We saw that early on Jungle Japes, but as we said right there, that stage and that transition, you're expecting to get up through the stage, but no luck right there as Sam takes the first game in that semifinal matchup. We'll see if we see the same trainers. The fans trying to egg them on to choose a different player, but I feel like if you're Sam, you're not going to mess with what got you here at this point.
Oh, not at all. I mean, these guys have been very successful on their character picks up until this moment. So let's see exactly how this one pays out. I mean, that was still relatively a close game. I think he just wasn't ready for that stage to close out on him the way it did, and therefore, because of that, he wasn't able to grab the ledge. So we'll see how we get into this next game. We're still on the same stage. But now he has knowledge. Now he knows if the stage is full on together, then I cannot grab that middle ledge.
No changes here. Evan going as Ganondorf, trying to get a victory here to force a game 3. Meanwhile, Sam, listen, I got to get one more victory. Then I'm in the finals taking on Ryan. So Sam did a great job coming back from a 2-1 stock deficit in the previous game, and we saw another one of those shifts from defensive to offensive styles, and that boded very well for Sam. But at 3 stocks each, you can be as aggressive as you want to at this point.
There it is, man. Those short hop aerials that you were pointing out, this time under the ledge here in the middle of the stage. He was kind of just threatening him if he ever decided to move over there. But Evan going to hold fast, go ahead and keep his persistence of staying on the left side of the stage until it reconnected.
Down B connecting for Evan as he careens down towards the stage, able to catch Sam. But Sam, how about that powerful attack right there? Then charging the B, trying to catch Evan sleeping. Oh, not going to be enough right there. Oh, Evan with the block and the punish. That sent Sam off the stage. Sam able to recover, and both fighters already racking up a ton of damage early into their first stock.
Ooh. Okay, Evan getting tricky with the recovery. Going to use that down B to rapidly accelerate, and then jump back up and grab that ledge. All right.
Oh, the aerials coming in from Ike and Sam. Able to get the first stock off of Evan. It's 3-2, Sam with the advantage, but you know if you're sitting anywhere close to 100, you're KO bait for Evan at this point with Ganondorf.
And then, just as you said it, man, the back air.
That's why I'm here.
So quick with it. But yeah, man, I actually getting a new up air in this game, and it is like, it's basically like an aerial uppercut, but with a sword. So a lot of reach there, a lot of power on it, and you can see him kind of trying to explore that as much as he can.
One thing I love about Ike is how powerful his jab is. That 1-2-3 quick jab combo, you're able to punish so quickly with it, but it clears your opponent out so quickly and does so much damage as well, too.
Yeah, man, definitely something that you'll see a lot of Ikes throughout. Back today with a lot of jab grabs because people will be trying to block the last few hits. However, if you get hit by all of them, that is a lot of damage, and you get probably sent in a disadvantaged position. So down to the wire between our two competitors, though, on the second stock. Still looking for that up tilt to connect.
And keep an eye on Evan and those dash attacks being thrown out by Ganondorf. Those are doing a great job of setting up either fairs or nairs coming from him to follow up for a very beautiful 2-hit combo. He's found some success against Sam, so look out for that. But Sam clearing things out, and Sam is just 1 KO away from getting into the finals.
No waste of time for Sam, and oh, okay, there it is. No waste of time for Evan trying to get right back into it. Tried to hit him with another forward tilt, but was not enough. And now Sam rolling out of harm's way and then getting a huge punish right there with that down tilt double forward air. Looking a little rough right now for Evan. He's gonna have to find a way to get the stock off. Is that it? He's pretty far off, but no, still manages to make it back. Sam, though, really knowing his character in his recovery.
Ike with those 2 forms of recovery, vertical and horizontal, and so that makes him a very difficult character to keep off the stage. And now it's Evan staring down a 2-1 deficit, but now it's 1-1. Can Evan do to Sam what Sam did to Evan in the previous game and force a game 3? But no, Evan, Evan with a mishap, and that'll do it. Evan falling off the stage.
That is
Evan,
unfortunate.
excuse me, staying alive. Sam falling off the stage, and now it's 1-1 as we get set for our 3rd and final game to figure out who's going to take on Ryan. And listen, something like that, you don't get a gentleman's stock when you knock yourself out, or what was it, homie stock?
The homie stock, yeah, that's the homie stock.
I'm a little bit older. I get a gentleman's stock when you knock yourself out, or what was it, homie stock?
The homie stock, yeah, that's the homie stock.
I'm a little bit older. I say gentleman. You know, there's a homie maybe 6 years ago for me. Now it's a handshake and a gentleman. You can do dap and homie and all that stuff. I'll try to stay cool with the TK.
All right, I got you, man. But yeah, that is unfortunate for him. I mean, he pretty much just drop zoned himself with that up air. I don't even think the up air connected. It's just, maybe he didn't think he was going to hit that exact angle because he threaded the needle through the stage and just could not make it back. I'm not sure if Ike is not able to grab the ledge backwards in this game. He wasn't able to do it in older games. But yeah, it just looks like he was too far away from the ledge or can't grab it backwards. Just left that, gave that one up. So here we are into game 3. Let's see what happens after the SD. Hopefully he doesn't lose any momentum with that, or Evan will be running away with this and making it final.
Evan with the dash attack, however, the perfect shield on the down B and then the punish. We see it coming out, and it seems like that mechanic, being able to master the perfect shield, is something that's going to be great to see how it evolves throughout the competitive scene.
And I feel like he was probably able to get a huge punish off that, because as perfect shielding works, the stronger the move that you perfect shield, the more time you have to work against it. So if you perfect shield to F smash, you're most likely able to throw out your own F smash right after that and actually connect.
Evan able to avoid some of those short hops and fairs and nairs coming from Sam, but Sam still applying the pressure. Evan barely getting back on the stage, missing with the down B. Sam unable to find the window to punish, but continues to attack with that back air. Charge B no good at that point, and already Sam able to get Evan up to close to 100% here.
Oh, there it is! The up tilt, he's been looking for it for so long, and he's finally found it, and now you understand why he's looking for it. It is a very strong move.
3-2 advantage. Evan with the early lead in this one. Evan staying down below, connecting with the up airs. He goes up the grab as well into the side B. That connects. Evan then getting back up with those aerials, and now it's Evan getting Sam a taste of his own medicine.
Okay, I feel like he just started the war. Oh, and off the top, yeah, you gotta watch yourself when Ganon is over you. I mean, he does not have the greatest landing options, but if he does connect with them, they are strong. And that down B rocked him right there, just sent him straight off the top.
Evan races out to a quick 3-1 stock lead. Sam has a big hill to climb if he wants to come back in this one and get to the finals. Evan doing all that he needs to do at this point to keep Sam at bay. Can Evan recover? Yes, he gets back on the stage. Down B's going to get punished, though. Are we going to see another?
Yeah,
nope, ain't going to be enough. We ain't going to try and tease you with that one.
You saw how far he was. He knew he'd just go ahead and throw that side B reverse so he finished himself off a little faster. But this is looking a little difficult right now for Sam. He's got a whole stock to take down before he even makes it an even game. And then on top of that, it really depends on how much damage he takes on this stock, just trying to get this second stock off Evan off.
But Sam has done this before. Oh, that up tilt almost connecting from Evan. Sam has been down 2-1. He's been able to be on the brink and come back and get the victory. However, oh, no, that won't do it right there. As Ganon and Evan, they move on to the finals. And I really love Ganon's approach in that game, using a lot of the short hop aerials we saw Evan use and really connecting with those powerful moves, including that up tilt when he needed to.
Yeah, but you're also talking about his usage of the dash attack, which we actually saw at the end, where he dash attacked and then connected it with an up air right after that. That dash attack was definitely real pivotal in his offense and his play style. And now, that's what gets you in the finals.
Now we get set for our grand finals. This will be a best 3 out of 5. So yes, you get even more Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as we look for our champion in this Arcadian team tournament here. Let's take a look at our 2 finalists. Ryan with an O, who was so good with that Ness and the aggression that he was showing, versus Evan. Evan and that Ganondorf. And now you've got some speed versus power in this matchup. Should be a very interesting battle between these two. And let's start with Ryan. Your Ness, you're able to go in there and you're throwing out nairs and fairs, and you're able to combo with the PK fires. You still sticking with that approach against Ganondorf and Evan in this matchup, should they choose the same characters?
Yeah, I feel like that is exactly what's going to happen here. And now that Ganondorf, even though he is a bigger character, he does not have disjointed hitboxes of a sword outside of his smash attack. So this is going to be a hands fight. They are going to be straight up fisticuffs right here, and that is exactly the type of action we're going to see, which might actually benefit Ryan, being that he is a smaller and more combo heavy character. So let's see how this one plays out in the first game, or our game here on to Battlefield.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how Ryan's going to play. A faster, speedier character. Will he do everything he can to get, already throwing out a bevy of fairs and the PK Thunder. However, Evan able to recover it. Ryan, just as we talked about, almost an impenetrable wall of attacks that we're seeing from Ness.
Yeah. One thing I have to note, though, about Evan's bracket run altogether is that, every person that he's played against is SD once, but after that SD, it seems like he turns it on. So just don't unlock the gates for him, okay? Don't give him any stock. Otherwise, that's when you get the hard mode Evan, man.
Right. This seems like a stage, obviously, both fighters very familiar with this layout, and so you figure you won't see as many stage SDs as Evan. Going to go ahead and lose his first stock. Ryan races out to a 3-2 lead. And as always, we see that aggression coming from Ryan. How will Evan look to combat that?
I mean, that is a question that he needs to answer quickly as possible, because right now this aggression is getting the best of him. He finally found himself a couple of good hits there, but honestly, I don't think Ganon has a lot of tools to kind of just run away. He's not a fast character like that. And on top of that, you want to be on top of your opponent as Ganon. So you have 2 aggressive characters, but one is just being a lot more aggressive than the other.
Grab into the side throw, and we just see, once again, Ryan not letting up at all. And it seems like Evan's whiffing with a lot of his attacks, and Ryan doing a great job being able to block and counter very quickly.
Okay, and there it is. The up smash going to take another stock. Ryan. Man, I feel like I should have checked this, man. Has he been to tournaments? That's how he's playing, man. I'm almost afraid to play him right now the way he's playing.
He's just so quick with his punishes, and then he's throwing out these fairs, these snares, the PK fire, stringing them into combos. He gets you off the ledge, and he's able to ledge guard so effectively. Trying to push Ganon out of this. Oh, but how about Evan? He ain't done yet.
He ain't done it all right there. That was a turnaround if I ain't never seen it. And he needed to find himself a way to get back to stage, and he did it aggressively by throwing out that up air, and then stage bouncing him off into a KO.
A drop of water in an otherwise parched match early on for Evan. He's able to get it. Let's see if he can string together and use some of that momentum to dig back into this one. Ryan, it seems like, had no issues continuing to step on the pedal, apply the pressure, and just juggle around Evan. Let's see if Evan can set anything up.
That was a speed bump, and he just ramped over it, man. He does not care right now. He's like, the speed limits, I have no idea what those are. As he keeps this pressure up, as he keeps the pedal to the metal.
Oh, the PK Fire setting up another combo. And Ryan just using every single move that Ness has in his bag. The up throw, not enough at that point. Evan trying to get back on stage. Nicely done with the back air and then another dash attack.
Very true. Okay, there it is. Got the side beat. Looking for him to roll behind him, but instead, Ryan is actually going to throw out the jab, and the neutral air is going to go ahead and take that stock and that game. Good first game for Ryan, man. That aggression still paying off, still showing up from the first round that he played here in this top 8 into now.
And what you're seeing, and we keep referring to it, you're seeing the nairs, you're seeing the fairs come out as Ness short hops and approaches you, but once he gets into neutral ground with you, you just see the PK Fires come out. That sets up some combos, and if you miss on any attack, what we've seen, Ryan doing a great job of punishing you. No matter how quick and how small that window of opportunity is, it seems like he's always there with the right input.
Yes, that is exactly correct right there. My man is doing a great job of allowing himself to play exactly the way he wants, and that's kind of the skill of a great player. You know, you want to keep the game on your side. You want to set the pace. You want to do all of that, but ooh, the switch.
A character change, as we like to say. A character change. You got to get that first H in there. Ridley coming in. Let's see if Ridley can do anything that nobody's been able to do against Ryan, and that is get the victory here, because Ryan has had no issues whatsoever in this matchup, in this tournament.
This is some unfamiliarity for everyone on the screen right now. One, I mean, even if you are playing him, this is a very new character, so there's still a lot of tech to be discovered. But two, playing against him, I mean, there's a lot you may not know. So this is going to be an interesting switch, and maybe this will work out. Looking for that downbeat. That actually does about like 50 damage right now if you connect with it. So.
Well, right now, Evan unable to get the early advantage as Ryan doing a great job. We see, it seems like Ryan's playing a little bit more defensively here, trying to see what Evan can throw out, but those attacks, if Ridley connects with you, like you said, they do so much damage.
Yeah, man, right there in itself, I think that side beat doing somewhere over to the upwards of like 20. So that is big damage coming in from Ridley. He is a big, strong character. You know, some people even say he's too big for the game. He's obviously trying to show you that I belong here. This is where I'm supposed to be. Though it looks like Ryan has something different to say about that with that up smash, sending him right out on that first stop.
The yo-yo sending Evan for a spin off the top of the screen, and now it's Ryan with the 3-2 stock lead. He's up 1-0. First 1 to 3 games will be your champion of this Arcadian Teen Tournament here in San Diego.
I was close right there, just barely makes it through. So, oh, look at, I think that was F smash behind him. Was maybe looking for the roll, but was not going to find it from Ryan. He's got that wall of a defense right here that he's displaying. Nice jabs coming in from Evan.
And Evan still unable to take one stock from Ryan yet. So you look at all that power that Ridley has, but Ryan doing a great job of just staying alive and already trying to push forward all the dash attacks and the PK Thunder. That's unable to connect though.
Back throw, just kind of getting him off stage, see what he can do as he sets the stage on his side. There's a fourth throw right there, putting him right back off stage. And this is, I mean, just a good position in general. Nice down tilt though, scooping him up.
And I know it seems like common knowledge and duh, why wouldn't you do this? But it seems like if you're Evan, if you can get Ness off stage, it seems like Ness is very vulnerable in all of his recoveries onto the stage. And now it's 2-2 in the stocks. Evan finally sort of stabilizing himself and coming back into this one.
Yeah, the thing is, like, with the way that Ness' recovery is, because he has to kind of stand in place, because he has to hit himself, if you are, you know, risky enough or fast enough, you're actually able to jump out there and hit him before he hits himself with the PK Thunder too, and push him even farther out.
And is that something you look at with Ridley, because you've got the wings for your recovery, you've got a little bit more recovery for a bigger character.
That is true. That is very true. Oh, Ryan actually coming back on stage with the forward air, and then immediately gets the back throw as he's trying to go ahead and finish that stock off as quick as possible. Ness' back throw always been very prominent as his KO options.
Ridley trying to chase down Ryan, and as we've seen now, Ridley getting some success as Evan keeping Ryan off the stage and forcing Ryan to recover. It's hard to be aggressive when you're recovering, clearly. Oh, no!
Just rolls right back into it. That is unfortunate for Evan. I thought he was going to try to go for the side B at first because I've been noticing that Ryan is shielding a lot more because Evan has been, there it is, side B. Don't be listening to me, man. I'm not coaching, I swear to God.
Ryan pulling out the baseball bat and sending a souvenir out to the fans as he takes away Evan's stock. It's now 2-1, but Ryan at 150. This could be evened up very quickly here if Evan can't connect, but Ryan hanging on his nest off the top of the screen. Can Evan even this one out?
That's crazy, though, to notice that. I just noticed that he is at 170 and did not, and even on a platform, the up throw was not enough. However, that side B will be enough, really dragging him across the stage and then flinging him out. So here he is, evening up on stocks. Oh, okay, the double up.
Tried to get a couple RBIs right there, but no luck for Ryan. Ridley able to get out of that, but already the damage for Evan, and we know what Ryan's capable of doing, especially with some of those aerials. PK Thunder connects. Ryan looking for his opening. Evan able to come back down safely to earth, trying to put some pressure on that shield, but the side throw coming in from Evan. PK Thunder, is that going to be enough? Oh, Evan able to get back on the stage.
Yes, barely. I feel like that was at the top of his recovery. Gets himself another side beat, throwing him pretty far off. Now he's going for the aggressive edge guard, forces the air dodge, but does not throw out an up tilt or anything over him to try to punish it. Just barely living that too. Oh, no.
Misinputted up B. Unable to get Evan back on the stage, and that's huge because now it's 2-0 Ryan. You were down to the final stock. If you could have gotten that, you would have evened this up. But now you've got to knock off 3 more stocks from Ryan just to make it 2-1 at this point in our grand final. So if you're Ryan, you're coming downstairs to the kitchen because you can smell a championship cooking. However, Evan wants to hold dinner off just a little bit longer.
Yeah, he is right there. He's definitely standing at the doorway right now saying, no, Mom didn't say it was ready. It's not time yet. But does not seem to matter if he's going to be kicking his way through the way he is right now. We're trying to see, actually, if we're getting another switch of characters. I see some people in the crowd asking for some characters. What characters are we trying to get him to play? We have the Ganondorf. We have the Ridley. He's hovering over Snake. Oh, the Snake.
Oh, as I like to say, a character change here.
Yeah. I mean, he's cycling through, man.
Is Snake going to slither his way into this? And it looks like we might see Snake making his debut in this Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Arcadian Teen Tournament.
Yeah, man. Snake, you know, coming from Brawl, you know, he did make it into Smash 4, but he snuck his way back into Ultimate with the rest of the cast. And here he is, about to put on the big damage. Starts off real quick with the F tilt right there. 2-hit move, 16 damage right on top of that.
And as you said, another bigger, stronger character, but it seems like a lot of his attacks come out much quicker than from what we've seen with Ridley and Ganondorf. What else are we going to see from Snake in this matchup as far as his bag of tricks?
Well, Snake, a couple things Snake has, obviously, you know, he has a lot of explosives to work. His B moves, all of them seem to be explosive outside of his Cypher. He's got the C4, he's got the grenade, he's got the RPG, and then his Cypher is actually a really good recovery too. So he's got a lot of tools as a character. His up tilt still super strong. He does a lot of damage. I think Snake's only real problem is sometimes because the recovery has no hitbox, a lot of people are able to snuff him out of it a lot of the time.
And we know how aggressive Ness is going to be, controlled by Ryan. If you have a chance where you are vulnerable, he's going to find it with the grab into the side throw from Evan, and Evan finding some success with Snake early on in this one against Ness. If Ryan can get this win, he will be your grand final. Evan trying to make it 2-1.
Yeah, the thing about switching characters too, this is something, you know, for the people out there who do plan to attend tournaments. If you have a lot of characters, it's great to know how to use them, but sometimes switching characters will kind of show your hand because it feels like you don't have any confidence in the people that you're playing. Now, the way that he's been switching characters in games has been close. I wouldn't say that's the case here. He just wants to see, he's throwing the spaghetti basically at the wall to see what sticks. At this point in time. Needs to see if it's cooked or not.
Evan, uses the C4 against himself, though.
Yeah, twice. That was, okay, the homie stock again. And he actually pats him on the back like, you know, it's okay, man. It's okay. Maybe you didn't know it was there, but I'll give you the homie stock.
All right, the homie stock makes it 2 stocks each, 0-0, but you see how quickly an aggressive Ness can rack up damage. Evan already at 54, 64% now.
Right. There it is, man. 10% off of that jab combo. I mean, Snake, yeah, they're able to do some nice damage. We've got to find a way to get more of that in there. I feel like Snake can play a very ground-based game, too, because a lot of his ground attacks are decently fast. He backs it back.
Back to him. Oh, that's the hot corner we like to talk about, unable to field the grounder. How about Ryan? Huge turning point in this match, and then the side throw makes it 2-1. Make some noise. Ryan just one stock away from becoming your champion of this Arcadian teen tournament. Snake and Evan trying to hang on and force another game. Couple of jabs right there, going to clear out the space. And now you've really got to throw, as you like to say, that whole bowl of spaghetti against the wall.
Man, now he's got to see what really sticks right now. But this is looking super unfortunate for Evan. I mean, he is down by quite a bit. He's got a lot of damage on his last stock. Ryan charging it up. Almost.
Oh, not enough right there. Here comes that PK flash. Still not enough. Snake staying alive. Ryan looking for the victory here. Throwing out some PK flashes and PK fires. PK, you name it, it's being thrown out by Ryan. Ryan needs one more stop. Evan and Snake hiding in the box at this point. Both fighters just hanging out. Neither one of them wants to give up the sticks at this point. Here comes the grab into the side throw from Snake.
Oh, wow, he got so much back right there. With
and that does it. Ryan getting the victory. That's 3 games, and Ryan is your champion of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Arcadian Teen Tournament.
What a display of character knowledge, too. Did you see how much he got like 40% back off just, he absorbed both of those projectiles. Got the C4 and the grenade all in one, and then right after that, I think Evan was, or not Evan, yeah, he was forced to go over there and try to do something about it, immediately gets grabbed, back thrown, and it's over.
And that is it. And so remember that name, Ryan. Fantastically done by Ness, and that's what we talked about. We weren't sure what characters we were going to see in this tournament because this is still just a build of the game that is still in works, but you see what Ness was capable of doing, and I believe Ryan didn't lose a single game the entire tournament, so no issues whatsoever, and this seems like it's a game that really tailors to someone being much more aggressive.
Oh yeah, man, and the thing about that too, like not only did he not lose the games, but he even gave some stocks up to make it even in some of the games that he probably would have won in a larger fashion. But yeah, that aggression that we made aggression a better option. You know, you can't roll as much as you're able to before, the way that ledges work, and you can get ledge trump and you can't grab the ledge twice without invincibility. So aggression really does help out in this game, and it was in full-on display here with Ryan's Ness.
So Ryan is your champion. As you looked at the bracket, had no issues whatsoever making his way through. 3-0 victory in the finals over Evan. We saw Evan change characters every single game at that point. But now we have some special awards for our top 8. So let's go ahead and head to the stage and pass out some awards, some of that swag, some of that gear for getting here. So let's start with our runner-ups. Basically everyone except our champion, they're gonna get some pins, a rally towel, and hats. We have hats for our 2 through 8 finishers. Let's give them a round of applause here in the house right now. We saw that Carlos, Claire, Aljon, Ethan, Milton, Sam, and then Evan, your runner-up. And then we have a medal for our champion, Ryan, with an O. Clap it up for Ryan one more time. But wait, for all of our top 8, we have one more special prize. Everyone loves getting a ticket, but what we have for them, golden tickets. What that means is you're going to get one free copy of the game when it comes out December 7th. So give it up for our top 8.
Oh, look at him, man. That dude in the Mario hat. That Carlos, he is elated, man. You got to feel good about that, man. I mean, this is Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory type ticket stuff right here, man. You are winning a full copies of the game December 7th. You go to that e-store, you put that download code in, and it will be there waiting for you.
And well-deserved, because we started with 64 players that showed up. And getting through that free-for-all stage, that's not a walk in the park, because they were playing with items and smash balls. You're basically, whatever happens, happens in that one. There's a lot of things that can happen. It can be very risky. However, we get to a top 16. They finally get down to a top 8. Then they took center stage here. And through it all, we saw Ryan with an O climb to the top with the aggressive play of Ness. So nicely done by Ness as well. And I think we're all excited to see just what you can do with all of these characters when December 7th comes.
Oh yeah, man, that was a great display. And almost every display I've seen so far has been a great display of some Smash Ultimate action. You know, we were at E3. We got to saw those professional players play. We went to CEO. Got a lot of people who were there for the tournament to play. And now here we are at San Diego Comic-Con, getting some of the newer talent out here to play in this Teen Arcadian. And what talent did we see today, man? That is I feel like I was actually watching a real tournament.
Well, a big thank you to the fans that came here and showed their support, and a big thank you to our hardworking crew from behind the scenes that put this on. Just a first-class presentation for myself and TK Breezy. December 7th, can't get here soon enough. Until then, we'll catch you guys next time.